the discussion.
Damn it.
That's exactly how they be like, what the heck?
Yo,
I don't know. The intro. Yo, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Alex Thomas here, back with another stream. This is episode 19. We're on episode 19 of Nerd Talk. I got my boys here, my Nerd Talk crew here with me today to talk about some awesome topics. We're going to talk about some quick movie news. We're going to talk about Peacemaker episodes 1 through 3. We're going to do Scream 2022 spoiler talk. We're going to give our ranking. Then we're going to talk about physical media later. So it's going to be a packed show. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I got my guys. You guys know AJ, you know Benji, you know my boy Smooth J Stu, my boy Tyler. All their links will be in the description below. Check out all their content. They all are awesome. And let's get into it, man. Let's start with this quick movie news, man, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about that I didn't even think about we had to talk about.
Yeah.
And
until 5 seconds.
Let's start with the best. Let's talk about this dumbass Batgirl costume because it does not look good at all.
I wish you could pull it up.
Comic accurate.
Here, I'll pull it up. I don't give a shit.
You know,
it is comic accurate. It doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah. Well, that's the fact. People are gonna say it's comic accurate, but it's not like a good costume.
It looks like what you guys said. We talked about it.
It looks like a CW.
It looks like
show.
CW.
Yeah. And
it's a show though. It's a movie. It's a movie, right?
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Yeah.
And have the budget of the other ones.
The only thing I can say, trying to shine some light over it, it's a photo. We don't see it in motion, and we don't see it with the proper lighting that is going to be seen on the movie. So going back to Future Past, when they released the Joker photos for Dark Knight. A lot of people did not like those photos because one, they were shot with like a lot of light, and he looked like he was a happy, go lucky guy shooting those scenes. But then when we see the movie, he's a total opposite, of what we saw. Yeah. So obviously we're just going off of these photos, but it does not look good. It doesn't. Yeah.
I don't know. I understand what they're going for. They're going for year one, but it doesn't look good. It looks really weird. I don't. And
looks like it came from Party City.
Like, I'm okay with the suit, like in the year one comics. It's just I don't like the way it looks in the movie. It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look pristine. It doesn't look professional.
It looks like cosplay.
It's not a knock on Leslie Grace, because I'm one of the few people sitting here like, yo, Leslie Grace, let's go as Batgirl. Like,
we're not talking about Leslie Grace though.
We're talking about the costume. Yeah, we're just talking about
if it was on anybody, Yeah, we're
just talking about the production.
It's confusing to me because when they did concept art for Fandom in October. I think it was October. They the concept art, the suit was black and yellow. It wasn't the blue and yellow that we seeing there. So it's like, why? I mean, unless it's gonna be year one Batgirl, then okay, but not everything comic accurate needs to be comic accurate in live action. I don't know how many fucking times I have to say this.
Yeah,
it doesn't need to be. It doesn't.
Yeah, we all know this. I mean, we've seen, like, the MCU do comic light accurate costumes and make it look modernized for the general audience, where it looks like it would work in real life.
Because if you want to sit here
costume
and
does not work on paper, but they made it look right on screen.
A prime example is Captain America in 2012 Avengers. That suit looks terrible. They changed it immediately.
Yeah, for sure.
But Mysterio is the perfect example of making it comic accurate, but twisting it.
It
looks great.
Modernized version.
And to all the people throwing out the comic accurate excuse to me, I'm like, okay, so if Michael Keaton walked out in a Batman suit that was gray, blue, and yellow, you'd be okay with it, right?
People would be okay with that. People want a blue bat suit. Believe it or not, people want that. Yeah, people want that. It
fucking baffles me. I hate that suit. I hate that suit.
As do I. It's terrible.
It's so ugly.
It's not intimidating at all. Batman is a very intimidating character. Why would he be dressed?
He looks like a fucking fruit snack.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That's what he looks like, bro.
Yeah, no, Batgirl can't hide from anyone when it's a purple suit, you know? Like, there's no mystery. You'll see him in a dark alley. Oh, yeah, dressed in purple.
I mean, most of those, like I said, if it's gonna be taking place at night, if it's a dark purple, then it really doesn't matter because
it's shiny too.
Or dark
The
blue.
other
Yeah.
suit that I've never been a fan of is Robin's. Robin's like bright green, red, and yellow suit. I've never liked that. That's why the suit from Batman Forever for Robin, I really dig that suit a lot.
And
the Arkham, that one and Arkham. I like the one from Arkham Knight. The Arkham games in general. I like those suits.
I agree.
Yeah, but I just wanted to touch on that because I don't know. I mean, DC. It's not DC. It's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers they have obviously. Hopefully, the Batman changed my perspective of how I feel about Warner Brothers. But
one positive.
I guess that's a nice. Yeah, go ahead, AJ.
I was just gonna say one positive thing that may come out of Batgirl being on HBO Max is they might get that R rating. I don't. If it goes theatrical, I can't really see it going R. But
because basically Titans is R, right? Titans is R.
Titans is R. Peacemaker is R. I mean, obviously it came from an R-rated film, but I think HBO Max
I don't think
it has a possibility.
I don't think
it has a possibility though.
Why would a Batgirl of all things be rated R, bro?
Because it's DC. It could go dark.
Yeah,
but Batgirl though,
Batgirl, no.
With Brendan Fraser as the villain, I don't know if that's gonna go.
Brendan Fraser was in Doom Patrol.
Yeah, but
that's an R-rated show too.
Because they're gonna want to sell it on the fact that it's a female Batman on.
They're gonna have to put this in theaters. There's no way. I don't see them putting it. I don't see.
I don't know because they changed their mind with Blue Beetle.
Right.
So they might do that with this too.
I don't know.
Maybe.
No, but if you ask me, there's more money in Blue Beetle than there is Batgirl. That's just how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Because Blue Beetle to me has more fan investment than Batgirl. That's why I think they're getting like Michael Keaton and all that stuff.
You sure?
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
Anything Batman related, that's where the money going.
Exactly.
I guess. Sure. But
Blue Beetle, nobody knows Blue Beetle.
That's not true, bro. A lot of people
the
know
audience. The general
audience. We're talking about the general audience. Nerds know Blue
definitely
Beetle. The general audience don't know
we know
Blue
Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, because there's been cartoons where Blue Beetle has been there.
Yeah, right, but he's not like part of the main.
That's for nerds though. Like the regular person,
not that
regular people know who Batgirl is.
Ask your mom who Blue Beetle is.
Yeah, my mom probably doesn't know who Blue Beetle is. Like, she knows
Mama ain't gonna know who Batgirl is.
Blue.
All right, go walk outside and ask a random person who Blue Beetle is. They'll look at you like you stupid.
I don't want to talk to nobody in New York. Fuck New York.
All right, you guys. Well, moving on to still sticking with DC, but I think we already got to confirm that the runtime for the Batman is 2 hours and 55 minutes, basically almost 3 hours long.
It better be.
Watching the trailers, I feel like they got a lot of story to tell. So I'm probably gonna get some flashback stuff too. I'm guessing when it comes to Bruce Wayne, his family and stuff. Has there been any casting of who playing Thomas Wayne? Because I feel like they're going more.
Because I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna
pull a Homecoming.
I think they're gonna pull a Homecoming, and they're not gonna talk about it much.
That makes sense. Because the way the story
is, the big actor.
It feel like they're going into that the Waynes were also criminals too, like the Telltale games.
The Waynes were a part of it,
which I'm very interested in. I was like, because we haven't gotten that on the big screen.
I feel like they touched on that on Gotham a little bit too.
Gotham, right. Yeah, so. But yeah, what do you guys thought? You guys are excited for this? I mean, we're gonna go see it regardless. But do you guys think this is a good idea for for the general audience?
Yeah,
I'm excited because I think War for
the
Batman was
for sure. The longest. Think about it. It's about to be 10 years since we got a Batman movie, like just a Batman movie. Last one was Dark Knight Rises, and that was in 2012. That's crazy to think. He's been in things. We know he's been in BVS. He's been in Justice League, and he showed up in Suicide Squad. He had a lot of animated stuff, but that's it. Like it's just crazy that he has not had his own
a solo Batman movie. That's crazy.
Live action. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. DC, you know, they was doing the universe thing, you know, trying to do all the universe thing. When I think DC excels at just doing one shot stories. That's why I kind of wish they would have done. Just do one shot. You guys are good at that. Like Joker, do things like that. You know, do things like separate, like the Batman. Hopefully, this is not trying to go into universe territory.
Yeah, part of the universe.
I think the intent was to do like one shot stuff, but when Snyder was involved, he had an idea for a universe, so they kind of went with it until the backlash of BVS.
Right.
And then they tried to go back to the original plan, but that didn't work out.
That got messy.
Yeah, it got real messy.
For sure. So yeah, I mean, you guys got no thoughts? I mean, like I said, we're all excited for the Batman. Hope, man, we're not gonna say the elephant, or we're not gonna say the D word about the Batman because we wanted to come out in the next couple of months. Because
I'm excited, and I think Matt Reeves can handle a long runtime. And you know, if it's true that this one is going to be like a hardcore detective story and not, you know, action filled, you know, Batman, then I think this could be something really special.
I want 50-50.
I think we're gonna get a decent amount of action from watching the last trailer.
But I don't think it's gonna make up the whole movie, though.
No.
I finally saw the trailer in theaters, and my mom was telling me I need to go see that. So I think my mom wanted to go see the Batman. I mean, that's kind of cool, man.
I feel like that's what we got with the Nolan films too. That it wasn't quite detective, but it wasn't action throughout the entire thing.
No, it wasn't.
It worked though.
Those movies are more story driven, if anything. Like it's a lot more story told in those movies. My only problem with those movies is the way he do his fight choreography. It just doesn't make any sense. It looked like he barely touches them and they be knocked out. Like you ain't really punched that dude. I don't understand what the freak the fight coordination in those movies.
I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to Batman, I kind of don't want action-driven movies. I want story-driven movies because Batman is a very story-heavy character. Complex. It's not
true.
You know,
layers.
It's not something like Deadpool or something where the whole thing is based off action and jokes. It's like no, like Batman is a character that could tell a story.
I want action. I want small scale action. I don't need whole buildings to blow up.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't know, man.
I'm cool with hand-to-hand combat.
I do kind of want to see some explosions.
I think we're gonna get
some explosions,
but not like Michael Bay.
Unless it's something we haven't seen in the trailer, I think the craziest thing we're gonna get is that car chase that they showed in the trailer with Penguin.
What? There's a whole flood. There's like a whole flood is happening on the street at one point in time. There's like multiple explosions happening in one scene.
You talking about the part where he comes out the water with the flare?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what leads to that. I don't know. Someone could have just pressed the button. What does this do? Beep.
I don't know. I don't know. I'll see where
I think that's definitely going to be a scene bigger than that car chase. I hope that's not the biggest scene.
For sure. I think that's the opening. That's like the first 20 minutes. That's like the first. I think that's the first 30 minutes of the movie.
I don't think they're showing us anything. I think that they're hiding things, which I hope they continue to do since it comes out in the
That would be crazy that we got 3 trailers and all they've shown is like the first 30 minutes of the movie. That would be crazy.
30 to 40 minutes. Damn,
awesome. I would love that.
Yeah, I'd love that.
I would love that.
For a 3-hour movie, I hope they only show the first hour and a half.
Yeah,
in a trailer.
That's probably that's exactly what it is. If we got small glimpse of the third act, it was only we most likely didn't even pay attention if that was the third act or not. So yeah, I mean, you guys got any more thoughts on the runtime for Batman?
No,
I'm happy it's long. My worries was that it was going to be under 2.5 hours, and I didn't want that. This is one of the instances where we're happy that the movie is close to 3 hours long. Most instances we're like, why is that 2.5 hours long?
Yeah, give me a Zack Snyder Justice League runtime. I'm ready for that. I'm ready
4-hour Batman movie.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go.
You wouldn't watch a 4-hour Batman movie? No, everybody in this stream would watch a 4-hour Batman.
Yes,
you're right. You're right. All right, on to our that's it for the quick movie news. So on to one of our main topics of today, and that is Peacemaker. So HBO Max released the first 3 episodes of Peacemaker. Then after that, they will be showing up every Thursday of each week. I think we were talking about is it going to be 8 episodes of this show, 8 or 9 episodes or something like that. And everyone here besides John has watched the show, so John won't really saying that much besides what
I didn't know we was talking about it.
Yeah, it's okay. I should have communicated. I thought because what's his name said he was watching it, and I said I was watching it too. I thought you was gonna catch on, but I guess it didn't.
Probably mentioned it, but I don't know.
We probably didn't really confirm it.
It's probably in past.
It's not in the title. It's not in the title either. He didn't put it in the title. So, but since it's out, and I'm like, I think people would be asking, why do you guys didn't talk about Peacemaker? Where's your review for Peacemaker? Well, here it is. And my first initial thoughts was, it's good, but the certain scenes, the James Gunn isms, kind of got a little irritating to me. When it comes to certain characters just talking to each other and they just crack it. Well, they're cracking jokes and it's just kind of prolonging too much. I'm going to go into certain scenes, but it just got a little like, okay, can we move it along a bit? Like, can we keep progressing the story instead of having characters sit in the scenes?
That's exactly how I feel.
That's why I was watching this and said, John is not going to like this. That's the first thing I said. John is not going to like certain scenes in here.
He's not.
It's I don't know, and like I like John Cena, I do like I like John Cena as this character, but I don't know if I really like all the supporting cast in this show.
No, that's where we disagree. I'm loving all the characters.
Like I don't know, and like I said, maybe I have to keep watching it as it goes along.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Alex, on that.
My only gripes with the show are with the jokes. I admit that they go way too long, but other than that, I'm really digging the show. I like what they're doing with Peacemaker. That he's, he's this hero that, people hate him because of what he's done, and he's just trying to be a normal person, and people keep shitting on him and everything. I like that a lot, and all the characters from Suicide Squad, I like them back. I love them. I love especially the blonde girl. I forgot her name, but I like her a lot.
Yeah, she was good. I think she's my favorite out of the return cast.
Vigilante's fucking hilarious. I love Vigilante.
Basically Deadpool.
Eagly is
awesome. Incompetent Deadpool.
I love Eagly. He's so
he's the fucking cool Eagle hugs John Cena, bro. I'm sorry.
Can you get my phone? I don't want to move.
This nigga is hugging fucking John Cena, bro. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah. But I'm really digging it. My only issue is that some of the jokes, especially in episode 2, they ran like way too long. I was like, all right,
episode 3 as well.
Yeah.
No, 3. I
Bernstein Bears, bro. Oh my gosh. I was like, what?
Yeah, that
was like Bernstein.
Like John, I think you should just watch it. You should just watch it and see how you feel about the first episode. Because when I watched the first episode, I'm like, okay, let me watch the second, see how is this going to progress.
That's exactly how I felt.
Especially the way it ends. The way the episode ends is like, okay, now I'm in it now. Like, okay, what the freak is going on here?
Whether I like it or not, I'm going to watch it to completion.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
The last 10 minutes was the best of that first episode.
Yeah, it's good though. I'm really digging it. Again, other than some of the humor, I'm honestly really digging it. I have no other problems with it. I'm having so much fun watching it so far. And of course, we gotta talk about that intro, bro.
Benji, go ahead and tell Benji. You ain't talking all the time, Benji.
Yo, because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with my system. I can't hear.
Oh, you froze.
Going on. So I'm trying to figure out what the problem is.
We can hear you.
I guess I'll talk without even hear. Like, I guess I'll go on for a bit and then I'll stop so you guys can talk. But like, I like it. It's a good show. The third episode is the best one so far. I like the side characters. I Vigilante. I like he's literally a sociopath, but I think that's pretty great that they're writing him like that. There are a couple side characters I don't care about right now, but that's because I'm like, they don't serve purpose yet. Like, they're just kind of there. I know they're going to do stuff later. It's going to be great. But right now I'm like, I don't know. It's a good show. It's an 8.
There's a character. Yeah, I agree. It's an 8. There's a character that I like, but I can't say why because John hasn't seen it yet. Yeah. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. When they mentioned that, I was like, "Ooh."
Are you talking about the new character, the one that the new person that signed on to? Yeah, that surprised me when they revealed that. And I think someone said that someone isn't in the show. I'm like, oh, that's it right there. Like that's why that person is in the show. And it was surprising to me what they do with her because it feels like she's like, and that she intrigues me a little bit because I don't know if she's gonna.
I like her too.
Yeah. I can't even think of what her name is. That's the thing. I characters' names. I can't even think about everyone's name. I should have wrote notes down. I should have just did notes. But
we're talking about. Yeah, the intro is good. So you're talking. I'm back. So the person we're talking about is in the first episode, right? The person on the iPad. Is that who we're referencing?
Yes.
That just wasn't in the show. I didn't. I like when it comes to the cast. I was unsure how big the cast was because when you looked at them, the only people that returned were a couple people from the movie and Peacemaker. That was the only thing. So I was like, this is a smaller budget, less people. I was worried it was going to be a lower budget type thing, but it's in the same level. They're bringing people in cameo wise that were connected in the movie. So I'm down for that.
They mention a lot of things that is in the DC universe. I mean, they mention a lot of stuff. Like there's literally a Batman mention in this show. It's like, oh, Batman's a superhero. You're not
Aquaman.
Aquaman is mentioned. Yeah.
Yo, they mentioned some that I want John to hear for the first time, bro. Bro, when they mentioned a certain something from DC, I said, bro, no fucking way that they
that's how I want to. I want. That's why I'm ready for John to see it. They mentioned some stuff like only really DC fans would know what the hell these characters are talking about.
He mentioned that. I said, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, that's why I think. Yeah, maybe John should watch it. Look, he getting this smile on his face like he's ready to watch this show. What the hell did I not join? I had it on. What's going on here?
I think he joined and left.
Okay, there we go. And I was about this. We was talking about the intro. The intro. I got sick of it over after the third episode.
What?
I got sick of it after half of watching it.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Every time that shows up, I'm skipping it because it gets even my fiance. My fiance was watching it with me. And she was like, really? Every time? I said, yeah, this is going to be shown every time.
No way, bro.
I love that a full minute, bro.
I don't know what's going on with
baby. Maybe it's because y'all binged through it, because I didn't binge through the episodes. I watched them, like, one by one. Like, I watched one day, and then I watched 2, like, another time, and then 3 another time.
No, I can tell you right now, when it shows up Thursday, I'm skipping it. I'm skipping it. I'm going straight to the episode.
Every week.
Yeah, and then I guess there's an end credit scene at every episode.
No, there's end credit.
It has been an end credit. It's been an end credit scene.
It's been like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
it's not. It's a quick second. Yeah, it's just like a quick moment. It was
post credit.
It's a snippet scene though. It's just weird that they do it. Yeah, because you can't. It doesn't allow you to skip to the next episode till it's over.
Until you see the in snippet. Yeah. How I feel about the show is I like it.
There you go.
I feel like
gotta use my phone now because for some reason my computer's had this issue for literally the last 2 weeks where if I'm in a Zoom class, I can't have my headphones in because then it doesn't register right. I think it's my computer. I think my computer is old at this point. It's all set up this way. We're good. All right.
Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah. It's good. I like it. For the most part, the issues I do have are a lot of the jokes just don't land with me personally. I get how people will enjoy that aspect because it's very James Gunn esque. So
yes,
I get that, but I feel like the James Gunn aspect works better in film than in every week for an hour. And I don't know, like it's kind of a comedy driven show too.
Yeah.
Even though it does have a story to tell, and that's the most intriguing part for me. The story and the backstory for Peacemaker and learning about his past, about his dad and
his father.
That intrigues me.
Yeah, like there's literally a moment where Peacemaker has a moment, and it kind of gets fucked up with a joke though too, because Peacemaker has a moment where he's crying in his bed, and then it gets literally abruptly just destroyed because
everyone was saying that was emotional. I thought it was comical. I wasn't taking it.
It is, but at that time, Peacemaker's having a moment, and then it literally gets destroyed because the character just shows up and just surprises him. And I
feel like that's gonna be. I feel like every sentimental aspect of this show is going to be undercut by comedy.
Yeah. And to me, that's kind of at this point, is like, why should I care then if you're not going to allow me to care about these characters? On an emotional level.
That's the one thing that I think James Gunn can't do is emotional. There's just he tries, but it doesn't come off sincerely.
I feel like he can if it doesn't undercut if it isn't undercut by comedy.
Yeah.
Like because we get there, but then there's a joke.
He does that in the Suicide Squad.
He does.
Yeah.
He does.
With Ratcatcher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, for one character, I think Peacemaker is the most sentimental character though, and it definitely would take a lot of working to make it.
I think this show is kind of working towards that though. If they just let
it. This is only the first 3 episodes, so who knows what's coming with any next later episodes. I'm gonna keep watching it. I mean, I didn't watch the first 3 episodes now, so I guess I'm hooked now.
I was just gonna say, how do you guys feel about getting the first 3 episodes all at once?
It's weird when we only have 8 episodes and it's only gonna be 1 season. It's a little weird that they just did that, but I think it's because. I think the biggest thing is that they're doing it with HBO, and HBO has bigger shows coming out this year. I think that they were like, you can have a month and a half where you can premiere this, and that's all they gave them.
It's about the
because
time.
What else do they have? Like Game of Thrones, Last of Us, Euphoria. They have all these shows premiering this year. They probably don't want to give too much space to Peacemaker, to be honest, for an 8 episode comedy.
You have things laying over top of layers, so you have only trying to get everyone to watch it.
It's already they have it. If it was if they treated it like a normal HBO show, it would premiere on Sundays. But since there's already 2 shows on Sundays, they're like, well, we got to put it on a Thursday because they have like nowhere else to put it.
Yeah. I feel like the show could have been a little bit more effective. If it was 1 episode,
it's just a spot for DC because Titans did the same thing.
Oh, they released on Thursday too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Was it 1 episode a week though?
Mm-hmm. They did the first 3 though when it premiered.
So I don't like that. I don't think it has to be like that.
Yeah, I just think it's weird that they do multiple episode premieres. I would prefer like. Okay, like I'm watching Superman and Lois. The first episode was a 2-hour episode. I would prefer a 2-hour episode. Yeah, just one long premiere episode rather than.
I mean, that's
Peacemaker. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if I can sit there for 2 hours watching one episode of Peacemaker.
But to me, that's basically what you get though. That's basically what you're getting. You're getting 3 episodes at once, so it's like one long episode because they.
That's not how it was for me though, because I didn't watch them all together.
Yeah. Right.
Like for you, that was
probably,
like that, but that's not how it was for me.
More.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why you enjoyed it more because you kind of broke it up, which they should have done by each week.
But I think to me it's just I think they're just trying to get like what Vinny said, they got to get the content out fast. Like just get it to them fast because something else is coming up that they might not be interested anymore. We want our stuff as quick as possible. That's why we love binging things. That's why we just want it all at once. We want the whole show so we can get through it to get to the next thing. So they let's release the first 3 episodes. So are they already basically halfway through the season now?
I feel like from the trailer,
you know what I mean?
The 2 trailers they dropped showed the whole show. So I think that seeing the way the show's going to end from like the first or second trailer, they're not giving us a lot. So I understand why they pushed out 3 episodes because the plot line is not deep. There's not a lot going on in this show.
I didn't watch any trailer past the one that we got from Fandom, and I don't watch that trailer.
I didn't watch any trailers, and I'm very happy I didn't watch any trailers.
I didn't watch that Red Band shit. I didn't watch any of that. I only watched the only time I watched the trailer was the one time during fandom, and that was like 2 months ago. I don't remember a single thing from that trailer other than the theme song that's in the intro.
I watched all the trailers, and because I did not care about this character or show.
Yeah.
So I watched the trailer, and it made me more intrigued into watching the show. So I'm kind of glad that I did watch the trailer.
I think, the scene, AJ, where he's like, peace, motherfucker, and he throws a missile, I think that's the last episode. That just seems like that's going to be the end of the show, because it's like the pace that we're going now. I think that's going to be the big action moment of the whole show, is him teaming up with another character and being like, we're gonna do some good. I think that's what they're doing.
Damn, I'm kind of sad John didn't see it, because I want to talk about the last scene in episode 3, like how we'll just talk about it off camera, because I want John to see it so he knows exactly what we're talking about. Because
maybe on next Nerd Talk that we do, we can.
That's kind of crazy that they're going there, though.
Yeah,
that's crazy that they're going there.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week, because John will probably catch up. Then the next episode be out. Then we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week.
Yeah. So, you guys got any more thoughts on Peacemaker? Like I said, I think the show is good.
I think the action is great.
It's a good show. It's a good show. I don't think it's outstanding, but it does its purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is to be a Peacemaker show.
Yeah,
I'm loving the show right now. I am. It's a 4, but it's a strong 4. Like, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I love the intro. I love the humor. All of it.
I give you that. I think it's a 4 for sure. These first 2 episodes are a 4. So yeah, I actually been neglecting the chat. I'm sorry, you guys. If you guys still here, we got Luke Ponto in here. Said what's up. We got Tenno Nano in here saying what's up, guys. We got Jason Carr in here saying, gentlemen, Scream was awesome. Seen it on Friday. Nice. Luke said he saw it today at 1. That's awesome. Nano said he saw it twice and he's pre-ordered the Steelbook. Oh, you must really love Scream.
For Scream?
Yeah, he said he saw it twice already. We got Jason in here. So we got Kal-El in here saying what's up. He said no way more interested in money potential in Batgirl. Casuals and little girls will want to be Batgirl. I guess
we'll see it. I think he means people want to see it.
Yeah. Nano says, is there going to be a Joker in the Batman? Yeah, most definitely. There's no way they're not going to do the Joker.
Yeah. I don't know if it's fully confirmed, but they have. I've heard for a while that there is a person playing Joker, and they're trying to discuss whether they want him in the movie or not, because they shot scenes.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know who it is at this point.
Yeah.
Nano says Peacemaker.
That's why my Wi-Fi is bad. It's snowing outside.
Yeah, it's snowing outside too.
It's snowing here.
It's snowing there right now.
It's snowing in Atlanta. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we all got hit because it's
snowing. My shit is bugging out right now.
Yeah, for sure. Luke says he's really enjoying Peacemaker as well. We got Caveman in the movie says, I'm in Harry, 50-year-old nerd. I barely know who the Blue Beetle is. Seen one cartoon, maybe a Spider-Man cartoon.
What? Spider-Man.
Yo, you definitely don't know who
he don't know who Blue Beetle is.
We got dial-in pictures. I think that's Josh. What's going on? Josh said, what's up, y'all? Hope everyone is having a good evening. Yes, we are. Steelbook Collect 99. So I pre-ordered the Screen Steelbook. Nice. Frank Castle, have you guys talked about Screen yet? No, because that's what we're about to talk about right now.
Into that.
Yes, Castle. So that's the next main topic today, and that is Scream 2022 spoiler review.
It's a good movie. That's something.
This is where this gets interesting, you guys, because right now we are 3-2 right now.
It's a good movie.
Tyler doesn't hate it. Not saying I don't. John, did you really hate this movie?
I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
Okay.
It's whack.
Yeah, you don't like it,
it's
right?
Whack.
So
you gave it.
John is the one that thinks doesn't like it. Tyler said he don't hate it. He just don't think it's as good as we all think. Because me, AJ, and Benji all gave it positive. Well, I guess what Tyler gave it 3.5. Yeah, 3.5. Right. We all gave it 4 and up. Besides John.
Yeah. So me and Alex gave it a 4. and Benji gave it a 4.5.
He
likes it the most. He likes it the most out of all of us.
I'm gonna push it down to a high 8, but I'm gonna put it back down to a 4, but it's gonna be a high 4 where it's like 8.8 or 8.7 or something like that.
Okay.
So John, we're gonna start with you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just tell the people why you did not like Scream. Then we'll go ahead and move on to everyone else too.
I'll start by saying this. People been watching long enough to know I'm not a slasher fan, but after Halloween Kills, it opened my mind a little bit because I had a lot of fun watching Halloween Kills.
Right.
This movie was not fun for me at all. There were a few times where I chuckled, but for the most part, I don't like this movie. I really don't like this movie. It felt I don't know. It felt weird. Like it was like the meta thing was too in your face. They was trying to force you to like these characters, and the cast isn't bad. It's just that me and Tyler was discussing it. They cannot carry this movie on their own. You need Sydney and Gail and Dewey to really carry this movie because they just don't. None of them have enough charisma to do it on their own. I didn't care about anybody other than the two main sisters, Sam and Tara. Like I said, it was too in your face with the meta thing. I didn't think it was nearly as gory as it should have been. It like from the trailer, it felt like it was going to be a lot more violent and visceral, and it wasn't that for me. I know they lingered a lot on certain kills, but I was expecting a lot more blood and guts, especially with the first one. You see Drew Barrymore's guts spilling out of her stomach. Yeah. I was expecting some more stuff like that.
And in 4.
And in 4.
Yeah, and in 4. Yeah. And in 2. Oh, the opening kill in 2.
For Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, I don't know. I was very disappointed. Like I said, Halloween Kills opened my mind up to more slashers, and I'm still keeping an open mind. But Scream is the reason I don't like slashers.
Yeah. All right. State your case. That's what I like to hear. Tyler, you guys are basically feeling the same way, but I think you liked it a lot more than John because your Scream is your favorite movie of all time. Yeah, your favorite franchise. So I figured but going back to all John's points, I see all your points though, for sure. I agree to him to a certain extent, but I think I'm like Tyler where I was eating it all up because I love horror. I love slashers. Clearly, I got the fucking Friday 13th box set behind me, and the movies are not great, but I've spent $129 on that thing. Yeah, like we bought these movies, so I love this genre. I love these movies, so maybe I went into it not expecting. I was not expecting Scream 1, let alone Scream 2 or Scream 3, and I came out with it liking it a lot more than those other movies. And Tyler, I know I've seen certain scenes. I'm like, Tyler is not going to like this movie on certain aspects. I knew it, and I called it, and
I said it.
I was right.
Thing. I was the first one to see it, and I called up Tyler. I'm like, I don't know if you're gonna like this movie.
Yeah. And Tyler's looking there with disappointment because he was disappointed. Tyler, go ahead, bro.
John, do you consider Alien a slasher movie?
No. I can say that. No, it's
sci-fi horror.
Sci-fi horror for sure.
In essence, it's
that's a creature feature.
Yeah, it's a creature feature, but it kind of has like a haunted house feel, but just on a spaceship.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious. I don't know why, because you were saying you don't really like slashers. I kind of think of it as a slasher, but it's way more smarter than a slasher could ever be. Anyway,
I don't see it as a slasher. You might as well say Predator is a slasher.
I've seen people call me out because I had way too high expectations. Quite frankly, I don't give a shit.
But you have the right to have that though.
I walked into this movie not expecting the first one. I didn't really have any expectations. I just walked into this movie saying, okay, let's see. And these are my expectations for most movies that come out now. I've said this time and time again. It happened with No Way Home. I didn't walk into No Way Home thinking, oh, this is going to be a masterpiece. This is going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I walked in just saying, okay, let's watch the movie. I did the same thing with Eternals because it was so divisive. I was like, let me just walk in and watch the movie. I did the same thing with this. I walked into this movie. I sat down. First 10 minutes was easily for me my favorite part of the whole movie. That was Scream to me. I was like, yes, like this is gonna be amazing. I seriously sat there. I had the biggest smile on my face. I was like, this is exactly everything I want. Then the movie starts and
it's downhill from there.
I like it, and this is how I feel. As a movie, it's fine, but as a Scream movie, I don't like it.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's exactly how I feel.
I agree.
If someone, other than the fact that it's in the theaters right now, because if someone asked me, let's go see it again, I'd be like, okay. If it wasn't in the theaters right now, and someone told me, hey, let's watch, let's say fast forward 3 months and it's on physical, and someone tells me, hey, do you want to watch a Scream movie that's not the first one? I'm not going to say this one. I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm either going to say 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because there are good things in it, mainly the acting. I did like the acting. I can't say a single person was bad. Even Amber, who I did not like. I didn't think she was bad. I didn't like her character.
She was probably the worst one.
I think the redheaded girl was worse.
The redhead,
I can see why y'all say that, but she wasn't in it enough for me to really have an opinion on her.
But Melissa Barrera was really good for me. Jenna Ortega was great, which I did like the fact that they hid the fact that she was alive. I did like that, even though Stuckman spoiled that for me, that she was alive. Because he was like, oh, Jenna Ortega is amazing. I was like, but she dies in the first scene. So that's how I knew that she was alive.
I was like, are they going to kill her, though? Is she going to be the first death?
See, I didn't even get that. I thought he just said, I thought he just said that from the first scene of the movie. And I'm like, okay, he's just saying that the first scene.
I was like, bro, how good could a performance be in 10 minutes to mention it? That it's the best part of the movie.
Hey, it's happened before.
Yeah. So I love Ghostface in this movie as usual. I'm always gonna love Ghostface, even in the bad ones. I love him. I love the voice. I think Kevin Williamson did the voice again, if I'm not mistaken, and he did a great job. I love how it sounds. The Dewey was great.
Dewey's the best he's been.
Yeah, he's the best.
And I like some of the story elements. Oh, the twins were cool. I like the twins a lot.
I praise the twins.
And some of the humor was good. That's really where my positives end. I didn't like the kills, other than Dewey's. We're in spoilers now. Dewey's kill was
talking about spoilers as y'all saying.
Easily the best part of this movie with the kills. That was the best part. That was the best kill. Well, I don't know. Richie's was really good too.
Richie,
get it.
Richie had a good kill. There were a couple of good kills, but I'll tell you this.
I like Amber's too.
Yeah, Amber gets burned alive.
Yeah, I like Amber's. I like Amber's and Dewey's. Everybody else's I could do without.
I liked Wes. I liked Wes.
Now, like I said, I didn't want to go. Like I said, I didn't want to say that much in my review because I didn't want to go into spoiler territory. But I agree when it comes to the kills. I love how they lingered on them and how he was going ham on them, and they showed him go ham because on certain movies we only see him stab him once and then that's it. We see a couple stabs and that's it. He was literally going in on the stabs this time.
Okay, but the kills, it's the same shit.
Yeah, right.
It's the same shit. Everything you see. Yes, the scenarios are different, and how I guess people get stabbed is different. But there's nothing like in the first movie where even though the kill realistically makes no sense, where Tatum gets her head fucking squished in the driveway door. or like the first kill where Casey gets her fucking guts ripped out and shit, or in 4, even though it is a stab, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
And I'm quoting Stu here because he said that when he said this, I wanted to fucking reach to the screen and hug him, bro. When you're 5, and I don't care who fucking starts throwing torches at me in the comments. I don't care. When you're 5 movies into a franchise and you've done the same thing for 4, and you're getting new directors and you're getting new writers, I expect different. I don't expect the same shit. I'm sorry. I was pissed walking out of this movie as a Scream fan. I was pissed. I love Scream as much as the next person. I should have walked out of this movie saying, man, that was fucking awesome. But if, as a horror movie, if I'm going to be honest, script aside, because I know the characters are fucking stupid as hell, Halloween Kills was a better movie. I'm sorry. I had way more fun in Halloween Kills. I fully admit that the script is worse, the acting is definitely worse, and it's just a stupider movie, more stupid.
On the terms of being a horror film, that's what you're talking about, right?
It's just more fun. I didn't have fun watching this movie. The meta shit was fucking annoying. I'm sorry, it was annoying. I didn't like 90% of the meta shit. The only scene that I liked for the people that saw it was the scene where they're in Randy's house, or I guess Randy's
explaining the idea of a requel.
That was the best part. Other than that,
that's probably my favorite scene in the movie, because they literally she breaks that shit down.
It's one of my favorites too.
But other than that, none of the meta shit worked. I found it painfully annoying. They were just beating you over the fucking head with it. And for the people that say, well, they did it in the first one. Yes, but they did not do it to the point where I was sitting there fucking annoyed out of my mind.
They didn't do it in all the other movies. I mean, the fourth one kind of did to an extent, but
yes, the fourth one did it, but it was still
not as
subtle.
much as they do it.
It's definitely more subtle. Like all the films before it were a lot more subtle than this one, for sure.
Like they used the same joke about The Last Jedi like 5 times in the fucking movie. It's like, okay, it was funny the first time. Okay, the second time it was funny. But by the 5th time, it's fucking annoying.
He said Ryan Johnson directed Stab 8.
Stab 8.
He said he did 8.
It's just, I understand what they're going for, but it's just, I found the motives. I'm split on the motives. Like, I see where it's coming from, but the way it's executed in the movie was fucking stupid, and I didn't like it.
I'm not split on the motive. I don't like the motive at
all. The killer, I'll say this shit right now. From the first line of dialogue out of this bitch's mouth, I said she's the killer, bro.
You talking about Amber?
Amber.
Amber.
That was She was predictable.
From the first line of dialogue, bro.
My fiance definitely called it for sure. So, she's the killer.
Yes, my wife.
And she's barely in the movie, bro. She was barely in the movie.
That's another thing too that kind of gives away. She's not there at all. She's not really there.
She
shows up in the hospital. She shows up at the party, and at that one scene where they all talking about the events, and that's really it. Like,
I would have much preferred the redheaded girl, because the twin tells her early in the movie, "Oh, you're too boring to be the killer." And when she says it later in the movie, "Oh, you said I was too boring to be the killer," I would have loved if they revealed right there that she was the killer.
Nah. I wouldn't want her to be it.
It would have been a great
better than what we got.
It would have been a great twist for sure.
I don't know because I don't know. I'll wait to talk about what I think about the meta commentary until I'm talking, but I don't know if I agree with that. I walked out
of this movie beyond the word frustrated. I really did. I can say objectively that this movie's fine. It's not.
Here's the question. Here's the question.
Ahead,
if you had the chance to remake this and then do it your own way, would you?
I guess. I don't know.
That's the point of the movie.
Yeah.
That's the point of the fucking movie.
That's their motives.
That's what they're saying.
Their motive is
it's a fan fiction. This is a fan fiction. They literally talk about how this is a fan film. It's not. It's when fans get mad and they're like, "Oh, I don't like how this franchise ended. I'm gonna make my own
but I'm
movie."
not sitting here saying that they ruined the franchise. I'm not saying like it feels like Scream, but to a point where it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they shit all over the franchise, or I'm not being like
no, but
people
what
were
they're
with
saying,
Last Jedi.
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying they're talking about Star Wars fans and Marvel fans and
He's talking about
DC
fandom
fans.
in general.
Yeah,
I'm
fandom in
fine with
general.
that,
Yeah,
but
was
it
the
got to a
point,
point where it
know.
was annoying.
But like,
No,
I don't know. I look back at the script of the first one. I really love the script of the first one, but there are so many times where in just lines of dialogue they talk about, well, in a horror movie, this is what would happen. And I'm like, I think they do it way more times in the original than they do in this one, because it's literally ingrained in every like fifth line.
The fuck they don't.
I don't agree with that.
No,
Benny,
they
because
don't.
every single line of dialogue is about something that was that already happened in another movie. Like the "I'll be right back" thing, the fucking "Why would you go somewhere alone?" Why would you do certain things a certain way a character wouldn't do? Why would you be here? If I told you to leave, you should go.
Yeah, but there were lines of dialogue.
They spent whole scenes over explaining the meta aspect in this movie.
There were nice scenes too with like, you know, the sisters were there discussing, you know, she's like apologizing for the shit she's done in her life and stuff. I like those scenes.
My boy Kevin hit it right on the head. What's going on, brother? He said it was all over your face in the new movie, because this was his one issue with the movie. He liked it more than I did, but he said that it was all over your face, and I agree. It's not subtle. And my other big issue with this, and I don't care who has a problem with it, the fucking references and the nods to the original Scream legit irked the shit out of me in this movie. It really did. It pissed me off.
You didn't like the scene of her on the couch watching.
That was the scene where I was like, I fucking hate
one.
this shit.
That's the worst one.
I like that scene.
The thing about it, the thing is,
because it's the concept of admiration of this whole movie was a love letter to the fact that Wes Craven made probably one of the greatest horror movies of all time, and they're doing these nods for fun. Like I don't know. I didn't go into the movie life or death. You know, I didn't go in like with all this seriousness. You know, I was like, it's a good movie.
I'm glad you said that it felt like a love letter, because honestly, I understand what you're saying, but it felt less like a love letter and more like a bait session.
But they literally have a party for Wes, the character Wes, which is clearly a rest in peace Wes Craven thing. Like the whole movie is respecting Wes Craven and what he's done.
Bro, this would be like if George Lucas passed away, God forbid, and they remade the original Star Wars basically beat for beat, with a few things changed.
It's not quite like that, because because Scream is based in the meta type, you know, genre. So it wouldn't be exactly the same.
I feel like the problem is that too many people went in not expecting that, and then they were mad with what they got. They didn't lie to people in the trailers. This is what they were going to do.
Me for expecting a whole fucking thing of meta-ness.
Everyone in the trailers. They told everyone in the trailers this is what was going to happen. They were going to do Halloween 2018. They were going to do Friday the 13th, 2009. They said they were going to do this. I
don't know what movie you watched in Friday the 13th, 2009. I didn't know there was meta things in Friday the 13th.
No, what I'm saying is that it's essentially the same fucking movie as the first one. Essentially, with little elements.
I don't know what movie you watched with Friday the 13th, because that is definitely not the same thing as the first one. Because
it's essentially the same movie, but the difference is Mrs. Voorhees isn't the killer and all this.
It's not, because the kills are leaps and bounds better. If there were better kills in this movie, I wouldn't be sitting here complaining, bro.
Every Friday the 13th movie is the same. Every Nightmare on Elm Street movie
is
the same.
Disagreeing.
That's the purpose. What I'm saying is that I didn't go in expecting them to do something crazy different, because I knew they weren't. And I went in and I had a fun time with it and I enjoyed it.
That's the problem. They did something different. That's the problem. It like you said, I understand what you're saying about it being a love letter to Wes Craven, but it's like the movie is saying, "Oh, I'm Scream. I'm an iconic franchise. Look how iconic I am. Make sure you're looking. Look how famous I am."
They did the same thing with Halloween 2018, and they did the same thing with Black Christmas.
I'm not saying Halloween 2018
is a good movie. They're doing the same thing with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022.
Why are you expecting something different again?
Because it's 5 movies in. Like, why you?
We've had franchises way longer than that do the same thing.
In comparison to if you compare to a franchise,
like Fast and Furious, a franchise like, you know, any of the 90s horror franchises. By movie 5, they weren't doing anything different, and they were, you know, and this
like
and
5
this
changed
movie,
the franchise in Fast
this
and Furious.
movie is
I
them
gotta disagree
talking about
because even Friday the 13th had the 5th movie. They tried to switch it up with doing a whodunit, and it wasn't Jason, but it ended up being a Jason movie at the end of the day. It was the 5th movie. It's a new beginning. No, it was the same thing.
Street, say what you want about the movies past Dream Warriors. At least they, even though they're basically the same in concept with Freddy killing people, at least they have different plots every movie.
See, those are different though because they take place in that's a whole different realm. Like Nightmare on Elm Street, you can't compare it to like Scream because this things take place in real life.
AJ and I had this discussion. I totally agree with everything we're saying in that discussion. He was like, "I hope the killers get away this time." And what I said about it,
because that would have been different.
This is Scream. There isn't one entity like a Michael Myers or a Jason Voorhees. It's usually stupid fucking teenagers who want to kill people. So there is no way you can develop that, because if you kill the kids that are the killers, you know, either they're gonna die, they can't come to the next one, or they get away, they don't show up in the next one, and then other people become the killers. There's no way this franchise will be different, because it's the same thing over and over again. They've been doing it for 5, and to go and expecting something different is weird and strange, because every movie is the same thing in this franchise. They just change the location, they change the characters, but it's essentially someone's killing someone in a ghost face mask. Oh no, they find out who it is and they kill them. It's like a James Bond movie before the James Bond movies got good. You know,
I'm okay with that, but but when you have the same plot with the same exact kills, I can't get behind that. If the kills were different and had variety, I'd be a little bit more okay with it.
I agree. That's the
different. You know, the Wes and his mom kill was different from the first one. The what's his face, Stu's nephew that gets totally destroyed by one cut. We've never seen that before. We've never seen the Dewey kill. We've never seen anything like that before.
That was the most different kill, even though it was established.
One thing is everything in the movie is different, essentially, except for the first 10 minutes in the last act. Everything else takes in a different direction. You know, I'll admit too, when the third act came up and they were doing the fucking kitchen thing again, I was like, oh, so we're doing okay. I guess this is what we're doing again. And the first 10 minutes, I was like, oh, okay, we're just doing the Drew Barrymore shit, okay. But most of the other stuff was they were taking a different direction. They were acknowledging franchises, and really why we shouldn't be resurrecting these franchises, because we're just going to get the same product every time.
I don't want to see another Scream movie ever again, bro. I'm gonna be.
I can agree with you with that one. I want to watch it again.
Unless it's new characters, I don't want to see it.
I want to watch it again. That's why I wish I would have watched it again before we did this.
And this is what I'm gonna talk about.
I want to watch it again.
I'm excited to watch it.
I'll probably see it again. I'll go and see it again with a friend so I can.
Sydney and Gail as much as the next person. Sydney is my favorite final girl of all time. I did not care that they were in this movie. Watching it,
useless,
and it's not because they were not in the movie. It's not because they were not in the movie. It's because when they showed up, from the minute they show up until the end, they serve zero purpose in the movie.
Person that served purpose was Dewey.
Everything that they did, everything they did, another character could have done, and you will not convince me otherwise. It's not like they had magical weapons that when they shot people, they exploded into a million pieces. Everything they did, other new and fresh characters could have done. The third act to me was not made more special because Gail and Sydney were there.
But like what I
like that they were there though.
other than the first movie, Sidney Prescott, I wouldn't say is a strong final girl. You know, let's compare it to Halloween 2018, what they did with Jamie Lee Curtis, someone with PTSD, someone who wants to get rid of the shit that happened to her. That was strong. I love the scene where she's in the diner or she's in the restaurant and she's having PTSD attacks.
Oh yeah, they did.
That's
her better
amazing.
In 2018.
Amazing scene. I've never felt that way about Sidney Prescott other than the first movie, because I feel like she just comes back to come back. She has no weight in this franchise. This weight, the franchise itself doesn't really have weight itself either, because it's the same movie over and over again. I love the first one though. This is just what I want to say is I love the first one. I don't want to sound like I hate on the I love the first one. But I'm not going to sit here and say it's my favorite franchise, because the franchise is not good. I was just happy this was a fun movie.
I agree.
Because the franchise is bad. If we're going to be honest, I'd rather watch a Halloween or any of that where they tried something different, where they were like,
I would rather watch Halloween 2018 than this. I'm gonna be brutal. I would rather watch Halloween 2018 than this, because.
But what I'm saying is the franchise isn't good though. The Scream franchise is trash though. The first one's good, but the rest of them aren't good.
I have issues with Halloween 2018. I mean, obviously the twist. I hate that shit. But at least it's something different. Granted, it's not good different, but it's something different. The reason that I did not like watching this movie, and I honestly was kind of bored towards the end of it, was because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Which I can agree with you on.
The characters explain that though towards the end, like they wanted to take it back to they wanted to take it back to but I'm just saying that's why it feels that way. Like they want to feel like they want to bring it back to basics.
It doesn't matter to me that you can mention it all you want. You can. It's
the best sequel though. It takes it back to basics, because what I'm saying is I didn't go in expecting anything, because the franchise is trash. Frankly, it's not a good franchise, and I went in being like, this is a competent directors, competent writers. I love Ready or Not. I mean, that's a 9 right there. Ready or Not is a 9.
No, Frank. They don't have the balls to do that. They should have did it in this movie. They should have killed him.
They weren't ready enough. They weren't ready enough to do certain things like that.
If they would have killed Sidney and Gail, this movie would have been a 2, bro.
They killed Dewey because Dewey's death was overdue.
Yeah, Dewey's death was overdue.
He should have been died.
He was stabbed twice. He says it in the movie, I've been stabbed 9 times.
What if Neve Campbell?
I got permanent nerve damage. I got a limp. Like I'm over this, bro.
What if Neve Campbell died saving someone because she killed Ghostface and Ghostface killed her, like what we think is going to happen with Halloween? Do you think that would be as meaningful?
That should have happened, because that would have been the Nancy moment, like we get in DreamWorks, because Nancy goes out killing Freddy.
Because
that's different. But in the scene where they're in the kitchen, she just blatantly stabbed her. I was like, bro, I swear to God, if this is how she fucking dies, bro.
Nah, dude, they didn't have the balls to do that, bro. They didn't have the balls to do it. I
just think the Ghostface killer isn't a strong killer because it's a different person each time. It could be anyone, which defeats the purpose, the mythos of the character. Yeah. It's not like Michael Myers, where, let's be real, when Jamie Lee Curtis stabs him and he stabs her and they both die, it's going to be a great moment in Halloween Ends. That's never going to happen in Scream, because it's different people. You know, it's not one entity like every other franchise. It's different people each time, which destroys the love and care that I could have for the villain. And like, even though the first one's a great film, you know, it's not a solid franchise. It's not a solid villain. It's not a solid group of characters, because they don't go deep in this shit, because it's different people each time.
Right.
You know,
like we think we do.
And their motives, half of the
motives
motives are trash. Half the motives in this series are trash.
The motives in 2 are okay. Motives in 4 are garbage. Motives in 3 is decent.
Mickey's is not.
It's okay. But
blame the movies. I'm gonna
blame the movies.
Banging the drum, when they revealed that Mickey was like, "Oh, she slept with my mom, whatever, slept with my dad, or whatever," I felt like, why are we still talking about this? No one gives a shit anymore. Like, okay, the mom was a conceit, like the way the world looked at her mom was she was a whore. Okay, we get it. Why do we need this to be the baseline of every villain? for all the movies, I don't care. And then the fourth fucking movie, the motives are shit. I don't like. It's not a good franchise. And to go in expecting a good movie is not a good thing.
I did love the scene where the girl's pleading her case, like, no, I didn't mean it. Also, they started telling every single motive. Oh, you're gonna blame the movies. Oh, this person made you do it. Oh, this happened. I kind of love that.
I think that's one reason why I enjoy Gale and Sydney in the third act. It's because they've been there before. They've experienced it before. Even when the dude called, they were
tell me over a text message.
Hangs up on them.
You tell me over a fucking text message.
They felt seasoned. They felt like they were ready for it.
I liked that.
And the people just wanted to reboot the first movie, but they're like, no, we're not going to give you the first movie. We're just going to do it. We're going to stop you instead of letting all these people die. Which I was like, okay, cool. I like what they're trying to say with this, this message of like, reboots. Are they really helpful? Are they necessary? I liked what they did with that, where they're like, it's our, what's your motive? I thought that shit was funny. Like it was. I
like the cinematography in this movie. I felt like it was pretty much one of the best of the series. When she looks out the door and it spins, it does a 360. That's really even
cool.
When Jenna Ortega picks up the phone, like the camera turns when she picks up the phone. And I was really digging that.
Yeah, I love that they revealed that she didn't die. So I'm like, okay, she's gonna be more essential character to the story. That's why. Yeah, that surprised me. I'm like, oh, she's still alive. She looked like she got dogged. Like,
in that first opening scene. In reality, she would be.
Yeah, I like the hospital scenes. I did like that. Like, even though she was in a fucking wheelchair, she was fucking dogging Ghostface. She hit him with a fucking little.
When she was in a wheelchair, that was intense. That was an intense scene.
Yeah.
It was intense, but the scene made no sense.
Yeah, it made no sense.
In what way?
It was logical. Why would you do that?
There was literally one.
You have one hand and one leg.
On the floor.
How far are you gonna get?
One.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
but
stupid.
I mean,
how is it? You literally told them. She was trying to get away. She was trying to get away. You literally told these people, stay at my sister's door because she's a possible victim in a murder.
Yeah,
and you leave one top.
Yeah,
and on top of that, where are the hospital staff?
Yo,
they were gone, bro.
Yo,
I was like,
two people in that hole.
Where is everybody though?
I hate movies when they do that, bro. It's like y'all couldn't hire extras to have fucking staff on.
Even Halloween 2 did better than that. Yeah. Like, Halloween 2, the staff is there throughout the most of it.
It's like, where's everybody, though?
The one
Michael kills them all pretty much, but they're still there.
The hospital closed for the night.
The one desk clerk gets stabbed, but it's daytime. This is daytime when all this is happening because they get the sheriff Judy. I don't know how the fuck she becomes sheriff. Because I don't think she was a good deputy. I don't know how the fuck she become sheriff.
Fuck that bitch. I took great pleasure in watching her die, bro.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
there's a reason she died.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't think anybody liked
her.
I
was counting down the minutes until she died, bro. I can't stand her, bro.
That's a scene I didn't like either when Wes was opening each fucking door. I feel like, okay, now you got this became comical right here. I'm sorry that point. I'm like, am I really not gonna like this though? Like at that point, I'm like, come
on, bro.
Yeah, like he makes it to the door and they was able to close it. Like he didn't even open the door to see what was outside. I would at least open the door to see what was outside. To see her damn mom on the damn fucking street dead. I was hoping that was gonna get that reaction.
It got to the point where I didn't even care about the jump scare anymore. I was just sitting there like,
yeah, where's it coming? Like, oh, it's right here. Like
I wasn't as bothered with that as you guys were.
Bro, that shit was so stupid. I was bothered.
Y'all were bothered, way more bothered than I was.
It's basically telling us. Nah, not when you do it 5 or 6 times, bro.
That was Scream 3 territory, bro. That was Scream 3 territory. It was 3 times. That was so stupid, bro.
It felt a lot more though, because you even get the shot when he's in the shower. You get the scene when he's in the shower.
They get it in the shower too. I thought it was kind of funny.
No,
because it was a hint.
To me, that's bad. It's not. That's at that point. It's not
reference to the horror genre.
What?
It's too much.
It was a reference to the horror genre.
It is because basically you open the door and the person's right there.
Okay, but 5 times?
It was 3
5?
times.
It
was not, bro.
It was
more
It was
than
3.
That.
Go back
and
and watch
the
movie.
It was
It was 3.
It was not 3,
bro. Okay.
It was not 3, bro.
Okay.
No way.
It felt like
that scene felt like it was 20 minutes long, bro.
To you, it did. Okay.
It was though.
Because I thought,
long,
okay, this is for some reason this is a controversial opinion, but the pacing in this movie was really good. Because when it got to the last 15 minutes, I was like, oh wow, we're almost done here. Mm-hmm. Like when they reveal the killer and she shoots whoever it is in the face, I'm like, oh, we're in the third act now. That's cool.
Yep.
I figured the party started the third act. Oh, here's the party scene. Okay, this is the third act right here. Yeah. Like where they're throwing a party for Wes, and this is the end right here where who knows who's gonna make it or not. And I did like some of the tropes like I love the Richie and they had say, I'll be right back, huh? And they start laughing like, oh yeah, I should never say that.
That was really the only part of that.
We've never seen the self-referential stuff in the other films. If we're gonna be honest, I don't think we've ever had that where they're aware and they're like, yeah, make sure you don't say that. I thought that was a funny twist because do they say that in 4? I'm gonna tell you,
the cop walks out of the car and he goes, "I'll be right back," and then he goes, you're not supposed to say that.
Okay. Well, here's what I'll say is that I rewatch probably Scream 2 every Halloween because it's on TV. But like when it comes to rewatching the franchise, I will tell you I've never had any desire to rewatch 2, 3, or 4. But this one, I'd be like, sure, I'll rewatch this once in a while. Because I don't like the sequels that much that.
One in this one.
One in this one are the only ones I think would be watchable again for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather watch
2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4 are just not.
I don't know.
Movies,
I don't know. Like now, like I said, that's why I wish I would have saw it again because like I said, we've seen it. I seen it Thursday, so I had a couple of days to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And like
same here. I saw it Thursday.
Man, like I think I agree. I think I'll pop in 2 before I think about this one. I have a lot of fun with 2. I hate that fucking song number in the fucking cafeteria scene. Like I love the opening scene of that. I think the kills are good in that movie. I mean, even though I don't like the Sydney theater scene either, that's a terrible scene too. But I don't know. I like the college environment, in that movie. So. Yeah,
that movie actually took risks because despite the fact that I hate that Randy dies in that movie, it takes a risk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like they say, I hate that they acknowledge that. Like, oh, the reason why Dewey had to go because we take risks. Cause like, but the other movies have done that too. Like, we never thought Randy would die because he's the guy that he's one of the main characters. Mm-hmm. So. You taking risk, you're not doing like you said, you're not doing anything different. The movies have taken risks. It just don't feel like it because the movie don't makes it look like it's a risk. Because anybody's a suspect. Anybody can die. Yeah. Like
anybody's a suspect.
So I that's another thing. Thinking about it, I didn't like that they were constant. I think Tyler was saying that too. We were talking about his camera, like I don't know if you guys are friends because you guys keep constantly pointing the finger at each other. Yeah. Like, no, you're the killer. No, you're the killer.
How well do you know each other?
Yeah, you guys are friends.
But the thing, but when a killer's on the loose, you're gonna be thinking about everybody.
Bro,
you are.
If I really know you, I'm not gonna be thinking about that, bro.
But everybody.
When it's someone,
but even if I think you're the killer, I'm not gonna go to a party with you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, bro.
I'm staying home, bro. I'm staying home, bro.
I'm not about to go to the party with you.
I'm barely about to go to the grocery store, bro. I'm door dashing that shit.
You're with a group of people, though. The killer, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's I'm not about to have no random person come to my
house. Bro, that's what leave it by my door means, bro. That's exactly
contactless,
bro. Contactless, bro.
Nah, I'm not even gonna lie. I kind of like with the
there's a killer on the I'm cooking.
One of the twins was about to get some. He's like, I don't know if this is a good time because I don't know if I can go along with you because you might be the killer. You might be the killer, so I don't know if I can do this right now. I'd rather stay with the people right now. You see all these good people? Ghostface is not gonna come out of nowhere and start stabbing niggas.
But then he goes to the bushes though.
Yeah, that's what kind of blew me though. It's like you gonna go out by yourself, though?
You idiot, bro.
Like really? Oh man, that
but he didn't die though.
Wait, I was happy he didn't die because you made a dumb
happy
decision.
That he didn't die too.
I feel like honestly, that was way too many people.
I feel like honestly that was a risk right there. because
I
it
thought
wasn't
way
his
too many
thing.
people lived by the end of this movie.
But we had how many people? We had
They should have just killed Gail.
the twins.
They
We
should
had
just kill Gail, bro. They should have killed Gail. I thought her
They
getting
should've.
shot. I'm like,
The
oh yeah, that's
only
it.
person, the only
thought so,
person
too.
that died at that party that was not a killer was the redheaded girl. That's it.
She gets shots in there, and then
That's literally it.
that death comes out of nowhere because she literally just pulls the gun out and just shoots her. Like it's literally like boom, like that's it. It's so
I
fast.
I loved it though.
I thought that was a good
I loved
kill
that,
because
though. It was a good kill.
I just
Came out of nowhere.
watched The Invitation was another movie I just recently watched, and they did the same thing where like you don't expect anything, then someone pulls a gun and shoots someone. I like when it was just out of nowhere.
It's like a till death.
Is that the one with Logan Marshall Green?
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, that movie crazy. I like that movie.
Yeah. Well, I like that concept of it was just out of nowhere. She just shoots her. I'm like, I like that reveal more than because, you know, it was kind of, I guess it was predictable. I guess if I watch it again, I'd predict that she's the killer somehow. But I didn't see it coming.
Have we talked about what about how you guys feel about when he was revealed, when Richie was revealed to be the other killer?
It was literally in your face. Like it kind of was the basic answer, and I don't know how I didn't catch it until literally.
I liked it when I saw it, but upon thinking about it, I got.
In what way was it a cop out?
Because it's the boyfriend again.
It's the boyfriend.
Yeah, it's the boyfriend again, like the original.
We're already expecting that. Don't give us something that we expect.
Dewey calls it out.
Do what they do in 2. I was sitting there like, oh, it's Derek. It's Derek.
Yeah.
And then when he kills him, I was like, oh shit. So who's the second killer?
Right.
Yeah. So
if they would have done that, I would have been like, okay, cool.
What were we not expecting though? Because it could only have been the kids. I feel like what would have been interesting if it was one of the adults.
Yeah,
that's
what I'm
something
saying.
we've never seen before.
Like this is and everybody's saying Stu is not in this movie. We're gonna say this right now. Matthew Lillard is nowhere to be found in this movie. He's a mention because I guess one of his descendants gets stabbed in the neck. That's who was related to him. That's why he dies.
They bought his house. They bought the family house.
His house is in there. So that's what makes him relevant to this story. Is that it's the same house that takes place in the first movie. Which another thing is like, okay, it's another too much in your face that it's from the original movie.
That's another thing
and I love that Sydney kind of calls it out like, damn, you guys are really on this because you guys picked the same fucking house to do this shit in.
Yeah.
I love that she like literally just shooting the doors like, man, I don't go fuck. I'm tired of talking to you. And just started just shooting all the doors.
When she was doing that shit was so dumb, bro. I was like, what if you shot someone accidentally? Like what she does to Richie, but it was innocent.
No, but she walks in the house and say, "Show yourself before
if you're the killer or not.
If you're the killer or not, come out." She says that before.
Bro,
she starts
but what about Jenna Ortega, bro? She literally can't.
Well, yeah, what if she was in that closet? She'd have been dead, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Good point.
Exactly, bro. That shit was so dumb. I found that really stupid. Like, I get what the point of it was, but I was like, what if you just accidentally shot someone by accident and they were not the killer at all?
Yeah, in that case,
Richie makes a point. She's like, why did you come out? You're like, you shooting a gun. Like, why would I come out? You shooting? That's stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean,
the script for this movie is not good, bro. I'm sorry, it's not.
I didn't mind the script, but I don't think
I enjoyed the script.
I think the only good script of all these movies is the first movie.
Yeah.
All the other ones are not that good.
Yeah.
The first one is definitely the best.
Right, and this movie did not change that.
The script for the first one I would say is a notable script, one of the best scripts ever written in terms of the horror genre. This isn't a franchise I think of. I'm like, wow, amazing scripts, because let's be real, the scripts from 2 to 5 are not solid. I think, I
don't know. I think 5 is pretty solid.
5 is the best one we've gotten out of the sequels, to be honest, but the rest of the scripts are not great. I would even say the kills in some of the other sequels aren't entertaining, to be honest.
Again,
I don't care.
I enjoyed Halloween Kills more because
I would agree with you that Halloween Kills was a more fun film. It wasn't a more.
The kills were definitely more fun in Halloween.
I agree.
I agree. That movie, I don't feel like I'm watching the same thing.
It was the middle movie.
I would definitely watch Halloween Kills over this movie for enjoyment.
I don't watch Halloween
watched.
Kills, and I'm like, man, I've seen this before. Man, I've seen this before. Man, I've seen this before. Oh, I saw that kill in Halloween 6. Oh, I saw that kill in Halloween 3. I don't feel that way watching Halloween Kills. The kills felt really fresh. You know, even though there's some kills where it's just a stab, there's other kills where fucking Michael Myers is taking a chainsaw to someone's head.
But that's another thing I say to that is that at the end of the day, these are regular human beings. We know Michael's human, but he's not human.
Yeah,
this is a man, a fucking fuck. I can't even say the word, but this is a man doing this. At the end of it, these are kids.
Yeah, it's not
with a knife. They're not going to be able to do the thing that Michael can do.
5'5" girl.
I don't.
6'2" guy.
Other than like snapping people in half or whatever, what can't these people do that much? Ghostface can't take a chainsaw to someone's head.
Ghostface
it's based in killers have done where you have to have craft. Like, let's be real, Jason has done things with bow and arrows where you have to have craftsman bow and arrow skills to fucking do. I can
tell you right now, no, Ghostface is not gouging someone's eyes out.
I agree. That's what I'm talking about.
The thing is,
that's what I'm talking about with the boot straight. That wouldn't happen.
We had a discussion about this like a couple days ago after everybody saw the movie, that this movie could have been something different where it could have had the meta stuff still, maybe not too much in your face, as much in your face as it was, but it could have been a group of killers, two killers that are like, okay, we don't like how everything is the same, so we're going to do things different. We could have a blowtorch, we could have a chainsaw, we could have different weapons and throwing people off of buildings and stuff like that. So that could be a different version.
That's a missed opportunity.
If that would have happened, we'd be having a totally different conversation.
Different conversation.
Yeah,
because I'm glad y'all enjoyed the movie, because I don't want anybody to watch a movie and hate it, but it kind of makes me mad that people are satisfied with the same crap.
It's just more the fact that people are saying the kills are good. It's like
people would have the same argument if it was different, though. People would just be like, "Oh, this is Last Jedi," and they get pissed off and they get pissy on social media. The problem, and they acknowledge it in the movie, is that you either do it the same or do it different, and people will still be mad.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, there was always
there'll always be people.
I said that too. I said at the end of the day, it don't matter. At the end of the day, it's a lose-lose situation. You do that, that's true. You take away the essence of Ghostface, people are not gonna like it. And if you do it too much like the same, people are gonna be like, people are not gonna like it. Why are you giving me the same thing? Like I said, you got a Last Jedi situation where Rian Johnson want to take Star Wars in a different direction. And the Star Wars fans, oh no, we don't want that. We don't want Luke acting like this. Yeah. But then someone like me, where it's like, I'm a different entity, I guess, because I fucking love The Last Jedi. I love what they did with Luke. Do too. And what the fuck these motherfuckers are talking about? Because Luke would definitely be like that after dealing with all the bullshit he's dealt with in the fucking universe.
I love Last Jedi too. You're the only one, bro. I told you I love Last Jedi.
Like, I remember going out of Last Jedi calling John like, John, go fucking see Last Jedi. This shit is fucking awesome, bro.
This movie was never going to be a crowd pleaser 100% because there's no way to do it when you have a franchise like this where you do it the same, people are going to shit on it. You do it different, people are going to shit on it.
Also the time, though, the time jump with how many horror movies we done got from 2011 to 2022. Like, we done got so many different horror films when it comes to what they talk about in the movie. The Witch, It Follows, Hereditary, The Babadook, Conjuring. Like, because Conjuring came out in 2013. So we got so many different horror movies.
Horror needs to be this. This heightened horror is what we should focus on, not these remakes.
Right.
And I think that if that's what they're ultimately trying to say, I agree. A24 and neon horror films are the future. Let's stop remaking movies that no one gives a shit about, like that
or
people
doing
partly do,
and stop doing requels. Give us new ideas. And if you guys are gonna do reboots, kind of switch it up. The one negative I hate about this movie too, that's it's the same fucking title. I don't know if I said this in the review, but I hate that they call it the same thing. Like, I understand it's the trend, but why is everybody doing that?
Yeah, that's what Dead Meat said in the movie. He was like
Halloween
stab.
did
They
it.
could have called it Stab 8. That they
Yeah.
called it Stab. Like
Yeah,
that.
they
Dead
did
Meat
that on
says
purpose.
that in the movie.
With the B as the
I
eight.
love that. I love that
That's
Dead Meat
more-
is in this
that's-
movie.
that's
Yeah.
more
I
of-
fucking love Dead Meat. They're probably not going to watch this ever,
Yeah.
but I fucking love you guys, and I love that you
Dead
guys in
Meat's
the movie.
great.
I felt like I was the only one in the theater. I was like, hey, that's Dead Meat. I did like the Once Upon a Time meme, but I was the only one in the theater that caught it. Because they're a big essence of the horror community when it comes to doing the kill counts and introducing people to horror. I'd say, but if you don't want to see the movie, just watch their kill count. They're gonna go through the entire main points of the movie. I didn't watch Countdown. I watched their fucking kill count, and I basically got the essence of the movie.
Watch the movie, basically. Watch the
I
movie.
watched Truth or Dare
You
because watched Truth or Dare because they did the kill count. I didn't want to watch the damn movie.
This
wasn't
is
good.
also my big issue with the movie. This goes back to what Alex said. It's like, you know, don't do it different, or like if you don't do it different, people are gonna shit on it, and if you do it different, people are gonna shit on it. And I'm not saying this just to be a jackass. I'm saying this to be serious. Don't make the movie and make something else. Because I'll be the first one to tell you I don't like Ready or Not. I think that movie's overrated.
They should have did something like Ready or Not. I think they should have did something else.
But I would, I respect Ready or Not because it's I like the concept of Ready or Not. I just don't think it's executed very well. But I really do like the concept of Ready or Not, and
I haven't seen it.
I think they were capable of making another good original movie. I will take something original any day rather than just the same nonsense. Unless it's different. If you give me the same thing from a franchise, but it's different, I'll be okay with it. But when it's 5 movies in and it's the same thing, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna stand by that no more, bro. Fast and Furious learned that the hard way. Even though me and John, we gonna say it again. Fast and Furious 4 is good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I haven't seen it.
When Fast 5 was being made, they said, okay, we need to.
I think like Fast 4.
I like Fast 4.
I
think I should.
We're gonna sit down and watch it.
We need to take out the goofy shit, and we just need to make, even though there's still comedy, we need to take out the goofy shit and make a strictly hard, serious action movie.
You're talking about 4, right?
5.
Oh, 5? Yeah.
And look what happened. Mostly everyone was like, oh shit, Fast and Furious is cool,
5,
even though it was always cool. But, you know.
5 made the transition from being race, even though 4 isn't much of a race movie. There's a race in it, but 5 made the transition of being a race franchise to a heist franchise.
Yeah, but it goes back to what Benji said. I don't think there's more you can do with this concept. At the end of the day, it's going to be a whodunit, and it's going to be a typical slasher film. It's not going to be nothing.
You're not making them.
It's not.
I
agree.
If you don't make this every time you make a Korean movie, you need to just stop making them.
I'm okay with it being a whodunit, and I cannot believe I'm going to say this. I think Saw does it better in the sense that, yes, it's basically the same thing. You're sitting there like, okay, I know there's going to be a twist. There's going to be some stupid thing that happens at the end. But you get different and varied kills throughout the movie. So that keeps you, I mean, I'm going to say interesting because the characters suck, but the kills are interesting and it feels fresh. So you're sitting there like, oh, I can't wait to see who gets it or how they get it. You know, for the people that
like the difference is that the gimmick of Saw is the traps. The gimmick of Scream is someone's inspired by movies. I think that the reason Saw is fresh is these people can continuously think of fucked up things they can put people in, and that's what makes them fun. The Scream sequels aren't fun that way because that's not what the purpose of the movies are. Is what kills can we do? It's who is the killer? Let's find out. It's less
they
fun.
need to realize that because I would have thought that these directors would have realized that because Ready or Not is a violent movie. And the main thing that I liked about it was the kills. I thought the kills were hilarious and awesome in that movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
At the end of the day, Ghostface, he uses a knife. That's his weapon of choice.
That's why, exactly.
That's his weapon of choice.
It would have been awesome to see Ghostface wield other weapons, but at the end of the day, he's gonna have the same typical stab knife. That's why they fucking call the movie Stab. That's all you fucking do is stab niggas. Trust me, when I saw the image of him holding the flamethrower, I said, "Oh shit, I love that." But then I didn't get spoiled that it was in another thing. I didn't get spoiled that. I saw that while I was watching the movie. I said, it's something else that doesn't involve the movie itself. I was a little disappointed at that. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
so
I was a little disappointed.
whoever burns alive is not gonna get hit with a flamethrower. That's the first thing I thought. Oh shit! So that's kind of took it out.
I get what you're saying, that it's always gonna be a knife, but I needed more shit like Dewey's kill, like him using 2 knives, or that's her, because I was ambushed, but him using like 2 knives and fucking annihilating him. I need more stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't.
That was the only kill where I was like, oh damn, like that was cool.
For sure. For sure.
Wes's kill. Everybody going crazy over Wes's kill. That was lame.
Yo, I would.
In what way though?
It was cool because they showed it, but it was just a stab.
It was just a stab.
I would have loved if he like.
You saw the knife go through his neck though. You don't never
care.
see. You don't see that. You don't see that.
We've seen it. We've seen knives go through hands and all the time.
That's not impressive to me. You got to do better than that. I'm sorry.
I love that we lingered more on Ghostface other than the other movies. Like we literally linger on Ghostface to show that this nigga's out here doing this. I would have loved it for that kill. We actually seen him cut his neck out, like take the whole fucking piece off. I would have loved that. That would have been. That's what I thought he was gonna do. I said, oh shit, he's gonna cut his neck off. That's what I thought he was gonna do. But no, he just stayed there and allow the body go down the knife. No, allow his body to go up and you take the knife up and fucking cut that nigga, bro.
Like even though even though Jenna Ortega didn't die, I feel like that opening scene was an example of what I wanted. Like he broke, or I don't know who it was in the beginning. Like he broke her fucking leg. Yeah. He stabbed her in the hand. He stabbed her in the back. He got she got cut in the stomach. Like that's what I wanted.
Yeah,
and we didn't get that. Other than Tara
and
Richie and Dewey, we did not get that. It was just stab. Yeah.
I mean, what are you saying right now? It's based off of Stab the movie, though. That's apparently you're saying the name of the movie.
Apparently, those stabs are high quality cinema, and weird.
I know this for us.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
I love we're the physical media collectors. I love that we see physical media in someone's house and they pull up a physical media.
That was great.
I
was like, oh yes, physical media. Like no streaming.
Box set.
All the Blu-rays.
I want to get it on 4K and pause and zoom in to see what movies they have.
I would have loved it because it is horror. I would have loved it if someone asked, "Oh, do you have this movie?" And then she was to be like, "No, but I have the Scream Factory." I would have been like, "Ah!"
Yeah, I would have loved that. I would have loved that.
That would have been great.
Clearly, she loves the horror movies because she was going that down with the quickness. I ain't gonna lie. This is not Scream 2022, but in Scream 4, where he looks up and see all the DVDs, like, "Oh, you got some classics right here." I'm like, bro, those are like some blank ass cases, bro. There's no movies up there, bro.
Like they literally made a Stab Scream Factory box set from Blu-ray. Like I like that. That was cool.
I want a cover like that. I kind of want them to remake that, but make it the Scream. Give me the Scream poster like that. I would love that for a steelbook. I think that'd be dope.
Maybe that's them teasing that Scream Factory this year or next year is going to do a 5-box set of the Scream movies.
Nah, Paramount got that, bro. Paramount ain't doing them right. They already gave it to. They already let them do fucking. They already let them do.
But apparently, Lionsgate is gonna do Scream 4 on 4K. Apparently,
I mean, you might be getting a steelbook.
I will be waiting on that steelbook, bro.
You might be getting a steelbook. Let's get it.
It's not as bright.
Yes, hopefully the 4K fixes it.
That movie is shimmery.
Yeah, it is. After rewatching it, I was blinded. It's got like a lens flare. It's got like a lens flare.
Who was I watching Scream 4 with? I don't think I was watching with anybody, but I was I was on the phone with. I was like, man, J.J. Abrams will have a field day with this, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, for sure. But yeah, I mean, you guys want to talk about any other scenes? I feel like we dived pretty deep within this movie.
We didn't talk about the
CGI.
We didn't even talk about
that. Yeah, we got Billy Loomis. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about why is Sam important in this movie? So Sam is Billy Loomis's daughter out of nowhere. Because I thought that I thought it was good. She was going to be related. I didn't think it was going to be like the child. I thought it was going to be like a brother or something like that.
Shit, bro.
I
don't know how I feel about that actor thinking about it, bro. I did.
I I remember hearing someone talk about on Reddit like a year ago of, oh, the main character is gonna be related to Billy Loomis, maybe the daughter, and I was like, that sounds stupid as shit. And then it happened. I'm like, it's not as bad as I thought. But when I heard it leaked a year ago, I was like, that if that's real, I don't know how they're gonna do that. But
the only way they had that happen, or the only reason they had that happen was because they wanted to make it that, oh, she has that killer instinct. And it's like, you could have done that many different ways, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she
but
could have been the daughter of John Wayne Gacy.
I mean, to me, I think we talked about it. Saying I think the ending did try to do a Halloween 4 thing where they try to tease that. Oh yeah, she does have that killer instinct in her. When she literally just goes
when she
ham
started
and kills,
stabbing the fuck
Richie.
out of him, I was like, Halloween 4, Halloween 4, Halloween 4.
We talked about it off camera, but I would have loved. We talked about saying, what if she was the killer the whole time and she was blacking out? I think AJ brought that up. Like I thought they were gonna do that,
like a
malignant thing where she didn't know she was doing it. She was hallucinating, even be attacked by Ghostface. But then it wouldn't make sense because Ghostface literally shows up in the same scene and she's there, but that kind of throws that theory out the way.
When she was in the ambulance, I was sitting there like, oh, she's gonna fucking kill her. Jenna Ortega's gonna fucking kill her, bro, because she had her hand like this.
Yeah, you saw.
And she was just sitting there, and I was like, oh, she's gonna kill her.
Waiting for another twist.
But then it happened, and I think Flickpick said the same thing. He was like, the third act was a missed opportunity to have another big twist in there.
Yeah, I would have loved. I would have loved that there was 3 killers. I thought that they were going to reveal. I thought in the hospital when Dewey dies, I thought they was going to reveal who the killer was right there, and then we get another. We get 2 more. Like, okay, who's these other killers? Now we already know who one is. Now we're going to see who's the other 2. That would have been different right there. That would have been different right there if they would have had 3 killers instead of 2. Because then that's you did the same thing. All the other movies besides number 3 had 2 killers.
I made a joke. I made a joke a couple weeks ago before seeing the movie. I was like, what if they have 5 killers for Scream 5?
That should have been hilarious. That shit would have been hilarious. But then who's
right.
That means everybody's the killer.
I know. It's a lot of characters.
You're the killer. You're the killer.
It is a lot of characters though, and they could have introduced the parents.
You know what?
That's who I want to know. Who's the parents, bro?
It was mainly a joke. It was mainly a joke, but I was like, that would have been different though. It would have been interesting syndicate of Ghostface.
It would have been interesting if, but I don't know how you would work around not having as many characters. It would have been interesting if all of them were the killers and they were going after the OG characters, and they were killing like their husbands and their loved ones and shit. Not Sydney, obviously, but I mean, I would just write it that she wouldn't have kids. But
she has a whole ass family in this movie.
Yeah, but I think that would be kind of interesting if you had that whole generation or that whole like lineup of characters being Ghostface going after them and killing them.
That'd have been an interesting concept. I don't know how it would work. I don't know how it would work because that means you have to.
Obviously, you have to rewrite things.
You would have a way bigger cast than you would expect. You would have a way bigger cast.
I thought there were too many characters in this movie anyway.
Yeah, I can see that. I think bringing in the OG, adding on with the new, that does make it stack.
Really want them
definitely.
Sydney, no.
I would have given more of a shit. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
What happened to Benji?
Well, looks like there's a
Benji.
Because I got a message from a certain someone who was just like, I put up my new video, my Scream review. So that's what happened.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
what I would say to close out thoughts, I would say my 3 favorite characters is Jenna Ortega, Jasmine Savoy Brown, who plays the niece, who's like really intelligent about movies.
She was good.
And then Dewey. Those are my 3 favorite characters. I don't really give a shit about the other ones as much, but
I'm a second you on that one too. I'm a second you on that one. I did not think at the first 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I really like Jenna Ortega's acting, but then when I go throughout the movie, I say, she's great. She's great in this movie.
She was good.
I liked her. Honestly, again, the only like characters, like I like Jenna Ortega. Melissa Barrera was really good. I like the twins. Yeah. Richie was really solid. I enjoyed him.
Richie.
He was funny.
I didn't expect him to be as good as he was.
I'm not even gonna lie. He was Huey to me. That first scene where they have a moment, I'm like, you're Huey, because that's something Huey would do. That's Huey all day from the boys, right? Bro. Yeah.
I like
He turned out to be the killer though.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Dylan Minnette, even though he wasn't in the movie that much, Dylan Minnette was okay. He wasn't bad actor. I've always thought he was an okay actor. He's not bad.
Isn't that the same one that's in Nightmare on Elm Street? He plays what's his name? The boyfriend of that's not him?
No. He's in 13
Reasons Why. He's in Don't Breathe.
He looks just like him. Okay, yeah, that's okay.
But yeah, like the only characters that I really did not like were the redheaded girl because she was just not there enough, and when she was there, I was like, "Bro, shut up!" And Amber, I thought Amber, they made it way too on the nose that she was the killer.
I didn't feel that way though. I did not feel that way because I did not see
literally the first line of dialogue when she was like, "Oh, you left your sister when she was blah 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 and blah 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 blah." I'm like,
I didn't see it
right there. That's when I knew.
So I felt like for you maybe, but not for everybody.
Cody Lee said the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, Cody, that's you and Cody Leach. I didn't see it coming, and I feel like there's a lot of people out there that didn't see it coming either.
Yeah.
Alex said he didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming either. Steph called it first, but I'm like, I don't know. That might just be a ploy.
Richie
might just be the way she is. That just might be the way she is.
Yep. Richie was a little bit on the nose, but not as much. So when he was revealed as the killer, I was like, oh.
I don't know. That's why I said that just turns out how good he was to portray that he wasn't the killer. Because even when he was like, they were getting out of town, he like, no, we're not going back to this fucking house. Why would we fucking stop? And he ended up doing it anyway. He actually took the inhaler.
But I agree though. I didn't think it was.
That was a
I
get out
didn't
moment.
think it was him as much as I thought Amber. Like the whole movie, I was like,
yeah.
Not a single line of dialogue.
I was just waiting on them to say it was Amber. It wasn't even a question at a certain point.
The kill surprised me when she was like, "Oh fuck this shit!" Boom, that surprised me. But when, I was like, "Oh," but then when they reveal at the same time, I was like, "Oh, okay, let's go."
Yeah, I like the scene where she's like playing like she's hurting, and they look.
That shit was hilarious.
At him like, do you believe this? The Gail's like, no, it's definitely a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. When Gail got shot, I was like, really?
Yeah, that was
it.
It had some accuracy.
Yeah, for sure. She
been
trying.
Yeah, she was
at the gun range.
Yeah, she was at the range.
Yeah, the gun range. But going back to the expecting Amber as the killer, I think what really kind of nudged it over a little bit for me, I didn't really wanted to guess it, was the scene where she went to the basement and get the beer. It's like, okay, like, you know the rules. Why would you go somewhere by yourself, especially into a basement, even though I know it's your house, but like, in the twin catchers are like, I'm testing you. Why would the fuck would you go by yourself? Like, you at least should have asked me to go with you. And then she's like, how do you know I'm not the killer? And they're like, okay, you do look a little suspect now. But then they try to do it again when they flip it with the red hair girl, when she has like a fucking moment where she's like, oh yeah, you said I was too boring to do this. I'm like, okay, like, are y'all really?
It was too
knocking
much.
Knocking this over the head. Like, oh no, this person can be the killer. No, this person, like, okay.
Yeah, all that misdirection was it was too much. It was overkill. As far as the characters go, Tara and Sam were my favorites. Because they gave really good
a lot of good. Yeah, they gave way too good of a performance than this.
Yeah. This movie does not deserve their performance.
But then again, most of the acting in the Scream franchise, I would say, is decent. I can't tell you a single person in this franchise where I'm like, no, they're a fucking terrible actor. Like, no, I think most of the acting in this franchise is decent to good.
Right.
I wasn't crazy about. I wasn't crazy about Jasmine Savoy Brown's character. I felt like they were kind of forcing us to like her, whereas with Richie, he was just naturally likable.
I can see that. I still like her, but I can see that.
Okay, I can see that too.
Because they automatically make you kind of like her because she's Randy's.
They revealed that they're related. Which I'm glad I did. Which I'm glad I didn't get spoiled that they were related to Randy.
That's kind of how Randy is too, though. When you think
Randy
about
like
it,
that
it's not as in your face or forceful with it, but it is still there. He's that character. He's kind of supposed to be.
It doesn't feel like they're trying.
I agree with that, but the thing is, I think it might just be the performance because Jamie Kennedy, he just got a natural, charisma about him. So you can't help but like Jamie Kennedy.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, AJ, you was trying to say something?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I like this movie.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm sorry that y'all don't.
I still like it. It's not perfect. After this talk, I did just change. I did just change my rating. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I did.
Oh, you changed your rating?
I think mine went down too.
No, I just changed it to. I'm not changing. My score is probably gonna. It's a solid 3.5.
I genuinely think when I rewatch this movie, I'm going to probably hate it. I'm so dead ass when I say that.
So you don't see yourself buying this day one?
I'm going to because it's Scream. That's literally the only reason why.
What do you currently have it at now?
I had it at a 7. I might keep it at a low 7. I don't know. That's like because it's hard because I'm frustrated as a Scream fan, but objectively the movie's fine. Like it's not a bad movie. It's well made. It's well acted, and for a horror movie, it could be worse.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Mm-hmm. It's just it could have and should have.
Meh.
It's how you guys feel about Candyman.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
There was so much potential.
I did not like Candyman.
And
did I even?
I feel like Candyman forgot to be a horror movie.
Did I even rate Candyman?
No, Candyman became too much a movie about the arts industry that no one gave a shit about.
I think you did.
Should have gave it a 2.5.
No, it's not that bad, bro.
I'm just playing.
Don't let Luke hear you say that.
You bugging, bro.
I'm just playing.
Don't let Luke hear you say that.
I'm just
come here.
Oh yeah, he said better than the original. Anyway,
yo, you tripping? Yes. Any other closing thoughts? So we
can all agree on.
Any other closing thoughts so we can get into the rankings? Because I did want to hear you guys.
The rankings.
Yeah. Any other closing thoughts?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I was very disappointed with this movie, and I'm happy you guys liked it, but I don't know. I was very disappointed, and I kind of hope we never get another Scream movie ever again, unless it's something totally new.
Yeah.
Wow. I really enjoyed the movie. I kind of loved it, and I'm sorry that you guys didn't like it as much. A lot of things worked for me. It wasn't a perfect movie, but. A lot of things work for me, and I feel like a lot of things that you guys are saying are valid. I feel that they are valid. I just don't feel as strongly as you guys do about it.
Right. So preference. Subjective. All film is subjective. Yeah. You're not saying you're wrong. We're not saying we're right or well. We just have exactly how we feel, which is to everybody.
And this is a horror film too, so I think it's a lot of perspectives are subjective.
Horror is definitely the most subjective.
Horror and comedy.
Horror and comedy.
Yeah.
Those two, for sure.
Because what's scary to you may not be scary to somebody else. What's funny to you may not be funny to somebody else. So
right, for sure.
So let's go ahead and get into our rankings. I'll go ahead and go first since I already got my letterbox pulled up.
Worst to best.
Yeah, worst to best.
Worst to best.
Yeah, we're gonna go to worst to best. Yes, sir. I'll go to my list. So worst, I got Scream 3, Scream 4, Scream 2022, Scream 2, and then Scream 1.
I hate this chair, bro.
So that's my ranking for the Scream movies. Who wants to go next?
Who's next?
AJ, you go.
AJ, go.
Okay, I'll go next. From worst to best, Scream 3 is 5. Scream 2 is 4, Scream 4 is 3, Scream 2022 is 2, and Scream 1 for 1.
All right. Tyler?
This list is based on enjoyment, not critically. So, last place is Scream 4. Fourth place is Scream 2. Third place is 2022. Scream 3 is second place, and the first one is first place.
Wow,
to put in context,
wow.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it on the rewatch. But to put in context, I have Scream 3 2 in 2022 all at a 3.5. So I view them all the same. Basically.
Yeah.
I just enjoy Scream 3 the most of them.
That sounds about right.
And 4, I have it a 3 because I'm gonna end up one day hating that movie, bro.
That's how I feel about 3.
Yeah.
Every time I watch it, it just gets worse for me.
Yeah. I like all the movies as what they are. So there's certain things I don't like in the movies, obviously, but they're fine. Go ahead, Benji.
Scream 4, Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 2022, and then Scream 1. That's what I have at this moment.
So you would agree with me that before this one, Scream 3 was the best sequel?
Yeah, because I think, obviously I've discussed the franchise with people. One of the biggest things was my mom watched them for Halloween, and we talked about them because she watched all 4 of them, and she was like, she made good points on why 3 is better than 2, and I'm like, no, you're right. I'm wrong. 3 is better than 2, so I feel that way now because people I know have made.
I'll take you saying that over you saying you agreeing with me in my thoughts on this movie any day. Scream 3 is overhated.
Scream 3 is fun. Like, it's a fun movie. That's what it is.
Yeah, I still think it's a fun movie. I just think of all movies, it's my.
I fully acknowledge that it's stupid, but I could not tell you that I was bored watching that movie. I was having.
But I was bored in Scream 2 though.
Yeah, Scream 2.
I was bored in Scream 2 and 3.
All right, John, go ahead.
Worst to first. 3, 5, 4, 2, 1. And the only reason I have 3 last is because that's the only one that I don't quite remember.
Okay.
But two is the one that I've watched the most. But 1 is clearly the best one.
Yeah.
We all got the same number 1.
Yeah, well, everyone's gonna have number. If you say this is better than number 1, you're bugging, bro. You're smoking and drinking.
I ain't gonna lie, I had the thought just a little bit before I walked into this movie. I was like, what if I give this a 5 and say it's better than the first one?
Hey, no, I could.
You're gonna.
I can see you saying 3 is you could. Nah,
yeah, I could have texted you right after I left the movie and said, Tyler, this is not better than the first movie.
Oh no, man! I wouldn't be surprised if someone pulls a Luke Ponto Candyman and says that this one's better than the original. What do you just say?
You can't. The only reason why I say you can't say that goes back to the point we made in the beginning is that they literally reference the first movie. Yeah, so you're clearly saying that the first film is better. Like you got literally saying that to our faces.
Yeah, so this movie feels like it can't be better than the first one because it relies on the first one for its plot.
Right. So
maybe if they made an original movie, it could have been.
I mean, so does all of them, though.
No. This one directly referenced the first movie in a lot of different ways. In certain sequences, obviously, we talk about the Randy sequence with him being on the couch when she's literally on the couch doing the same thing. I
mean, what?
Even being in the same house as the original.
Where does it? Which one does not reference the first one?
4.
No, they all
reference like
that.
They're all reliant on the first one, but 5 is heavily reliant.
But that was my point, though.
Yeah,
all of them are reliant on the.
For sure. Yeah.
That's for sure. So that's all our rankings. Our last topic of the day. Physical media, we are all collectors. Besides Benji, Benji has neglected physical media, so he's out of the question. I'm gonna remove you. I'm gonna remove you from this part.
If you guys, because I have nothing to contribute, I was gonna jump out now probably, and then
are you
join later
cool.
because I have some physical media, but I don't have a lot because I pay for different things.
You didn't pick anything up, so I mean
no. Yeah.
I just want to talk about you guys. If you guys have picked anything recently up.
Okay, bye, Chad. I didn't pick up any Blu-ray.
I did a Blu-ray hunt video, you guys, with my fiance Dave. If you guys haven't checked it, I'm gonna show these pickups in today. If you guys haven't checked out my Blu-ray hunt video, Steph was in it. Video. Yeah, she was excited to be in the video. It was nice. It was a nice time. We enjoyed ourselves. We had Red Robin. I had a nice salad from Red Robin.
Yo, salad. Did you get it because I said that's my favorite restaurant?
No, when I
Maybe
go
the-
there, that
Oh,
well,
you
we
go
talked
there.
about favorite restaurants, but when I go there, that's the only thing I get is their crispy chicken salad. That's the only
You know
thing
what
I
I'm
get.
saying? Did you go to Red Robin because I mentioned that, or you just decided to go?
It was right there next to the exchange,
Oh,
and I
okay.
was I'm like, I ain't been there in a minute. I think the last
Mhm.
time I went, I didn't eat there because I went with my friend Jamel. That's his favorite. I
Wait,
think that's his
what exchange did you go to?
Greater Northern. And right across the Greater Northern Mall, there's an exchange right there, and there's a half price book. So literally, I went there and I went straight to half price books.
Okay, me and Steph was watching your Blu-ray hunt video. We was trying to figure out where you were.
Yeah, and then I could have went to the Dollar Tree right across. There's a Dollar Tree across the street. I could have went to FYE, but I didn't really feel like doing all that. Like they took a long time going through all my stuff, and they didn't take everything. And I still end up getting like $150 in store credit.
Yeah, because we thought you was at Ridge because you said you was going to the Dollar Tree next.
I did. I did go there.
Oh, you did?
Okay. Yeah. So I went to that Best Buy. I went to that Dollar Tree because they usually have stuff in there. They had a whole bunch of DVDs. They didn't really have shit in there.
And then you went further west.
Yeah, then I went further west, right? Because I was gonna go to Pearl Road. They got one on Pearl Road too. But I'm like, I haven't been to Greater Northern in a while, so
I don't like that exchange, man.
On Pearl Road,
I like the store. I don't like the people in there, man.
You talking about in Greater Northern?
No, in Pearl Road.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go. I don't know. I haven't been there in a while, so I don't know if it's the same.
They
people,
got a lot of stuff in there. Like it's a lot like Cuyahoga Falls as far as like the variety of stuff, but I just don't like the people in there.
I'm ready. I'm ready for you guys. I'm ready for you guys to come experience the exchange, yo. Y'all ready? You guys pick up. Go ahead and start mines. I did pick up Batman versus Robin. This is the one I've been hunting for because I bought Son of Batman twice, thinking I didn't have it, and it's the one I needed.
Yeah, I thought you had that.
No, I have Son of Batman. I'm upset because it didn't have a slip, and I went to Half Price Books and they had a fucking slip. And
John has that then.
I think it was the same price. John, if you have a slip curve,
you got the steel book though, right?
Oh, you got the steel book for
Son of Batman. I got the steel book. I don't have a slip.
You have a slip. You have a slip cover for this?
No.
Okay, I was upset because I like the slips for these DC anime movies. Just like it had a slip for Batman.
I'm so mad you found that, man.
Yeah,
I want to get that.
It's hard.
I see it.
You can't get you can get it new, but you got to get it like imported. It's stupid.
Yeah,
the 4K.
They have a 4K for this though.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do.
There's a 4K for this. Yeah. But I only reason I bought it because I don't buy DC animated 4K all like that. So I'm just buying them on Blu-ray. And then I picked up a title nobody would expect me to pick up. I picked up Pixels on the Blu-ray. It was only $2 though.
Look,
yo, that's the cover. Yeah, I like the artwork better on that one better.
Yeah, I like that artwork.
I want to get this is I love that movie, bro. That shit is so awesome.
That's what I was thinking about watching.
It's good.
I saw it on Arkham.
It's good. Everyone's saying this is what Suicide
Squad should have been.
Should have been, yeah. And then I picked up Pixels. I picked up Reservoir Dogs because I don't have it. I don't know why didn't I have it. And I picked up this movie called Freaks. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this movie. It's called Freaks.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. That's exactly how I watched it, and I really enjoyed it.
Is it a Netflix original or?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so it's probably not on there anymore.
I don't know. It's not. It don't say Netflix film, so no. I don't know if it's on there anymore. But
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. It's pretty good though. It's kind of like it's about superheroes, not superheroes, but they superpower beings exist in this world. Mm-hmm. And they're like isolated. Like it's a good movie. I would check it out. Then I bought some wrestling Blu-rays because I love The Rock and I wanted his I guess this is his documentary. And then I bought WrestleMania 24 because I love this WrestleMania. This is the one where Floyd Mayweather fights Big Show and Undertaker fights Edge. And you had
it's hilarious hearing Alex talk about wrestling because I still watch it a little bit.
Yeah, but this is where it was interesting as hell. Then I think after
I agree.
20,
it's terrible now. I know it's terrible now.
I checked out when Undertaker fucking
he lost.
When he lost to Brock Lesnar, I'm like, oh, I'm done now. There ain't no fucking point in watching this shit.
I don't blame you.
And then I did an unboxing for this. I did buy the Dune Walmart exclusive packaging. I do like this. I love the movie, so I was gonna double dip regardless, even if the steelbook was going to be this packaging. So that was my recent pickups. Nice. I don't know who want to go next.
Cool. So I picked this up. VHS of Resident. No, I'm just kidding. I had that. I already had that.
I was about to say
factory seal. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay. For real though, I also picked up the Walmart exclusive for.
Y'all making me want to get it now.
And yes, it is pretty fire, bro. And it's a thick box.
Box.
It is.
The pain box. Yes. So
why is the spine on that side? It looks
because
the title. Why is it on that side?
That because there's no
how it
opening
comes
on this
out.
side.
It's no opening.
Oh,
yeah. You take it out, and there's nothing in there. But you're supposed to put your hand in there. So, and then the Blu-ray is inside.
You got to make the face up.
Constipated face.
You sound like you dookie, man. You about to pop a blood vessel.
The constipated face. You look constipated when you was doing that scene. You're like, shit.
Of course, I picked up Dune on 4K. I think we all did.
Yeah, I didn't show it because
I picked up Back to the Future 4K trilogy. Yes.
I don't know if we talked. What you think of that transfer?
It's good. It's good. Some parts do look a tiny bit grainy, but overall, it's good. It's really good. And then I picked up the Bourne set.
Nice.
It is pretty nice, and I like how they look. The actual cases look because it's
I picked up Jason Bourne. I think my slipcover is different.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, I think my slipcover is different.
They're all different, colors.
I'm genuinely surprised that they put Bourne Legacy in that box set.
Yeah, it's in there, man. It's Universal, though, right?
To watch it.
It's Universal. I've only seen Identity
because people treat Bourne Legacy the same way, not to the extent, but they kind of treat it the way Ghostbusters fans treat 2016.
Yeah, they kind of don't acknowledge it.
But Bourne Legacy is like a sequel, kind of, right? I've never seen it, but
I haven't seen it.
It takes place in the same universe. It's not like
I guess it makes sense.
It's not a reboot or anything. It takes place. It takes place in the same thing. So. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's all you picked up, AJ.
Those are my.
Can't wait to buy the Proton pack because Ghostbusters is having no fucking steelbook, and we're stuck with that horrendous looking slipcover.
Available.
The Proton pack is.
I'm probably gonna have to buy the Blu-ray, bro. That 4K looks so. Oh my god.
I'm gonna buy it because I have the first one on 4K. So.
My condolences that you'll have to look at that every day for the rest of your life.
It's all right. I'll be all right. I'm not a huge fan, so I'm not going to be upset. John.
It says it's not available.
I got the obvious. Of course, I got Doom. Got and Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills.
Yes, sir. Nice. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I think this is the first time we all got new releases at the same time. Besides, I think because AJ didn't get Halloween Kills, but I think most of all, well, besides Benji doesn't fucking collect physical media, so he's out of the question.
And I did 4K reviews for both of these. So
you uploaded Halloween Kills already?
Well, no, I'm doing Halloween Kills. I was gonna do it today, but I ran out of time. But I did one for Dune, and Halloween Kills is coming tomorrow.
Yeah, that's next on my list.
Nice.
Too. That's next on my list.
I'll be tuning in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tyler.
I got the obvious ones. Fuck Best Buy, by the way. They could kiss my white ass.
This dude Tyler was going crazy because
we was on the phone with him, bro. He was turning up.
I'm not even telling that story, bro, because I'm already heated from screaming. I don't want to get it today. I bought this literally on New Year's Eve because I missed this sale when I was at Best Buy, and then I saw that it was back up, and I was like, no, I need to get it. Clockwork Orange on 4K. Snagged this for $16. I'm very happy to own this. I wouldn't say very because I'm not really that impressed with the 4K transfer, but I'm glad that I own it, and I gotta rewatch it because I haven't seen it in a while. And last thing I bought, again, I bought this on New Year's. I bought this on a whim because I was like, I passed it up once. I'm not gonna pass it up again. The Wolf of Wall Street steelbook.
Yes.
Nice.
We gotta watch this movie, man.
Did all of us get the steelbook?
AJ didn't get it.
Oh, AJ didn't buy it yet. Luke got it.
Well, he bought it for Luke, yeah. But yeah, man. Oh, I haven't seen this yet. I'm waiting for these guys so we can change this.
AJ's not a huge fan.
I like it. I like the movie.
I'm waiting for Alex and Stu so we can change that.
I have
what are you talking about?
I have the Blu-ray
to watch it. What you want?
Yeah.
You ready to watch? Oh yeah. Another one added to the list.
Wasn't so fucking long.
We have so many movies on our list that we need to watch.
I'm trying to watch Shrek 1 and 2 with you guys.
Yeah, you don't.
I mean, if you could find them on the streaming service, because I don't have them.
Peacock.
It was on Hulu for a while, but I don't know if they still on there.
I'll check when we get off. But yeah, man. Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about this. The extended cut of this.
Yes. I love it. I love the extended
You watched
cut.
the extended too, John?
Yes.
Bro, you saw what I meant with the kill, bro?
Yeah.
The eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit was that shit was nasty, bro. I legit almost threw up, bro. Seriously, I was like, yo, that shit is nasty.
I love it.
Yo,
Evil Dies tonight.
Yo, we definitely doing a watch along. I don't know,
man. When they started chanting, I was so pumped,
bro. We were laughing our asses off, bro. We were like, Evil Dies tonight.
Yeah, I was watching it with my wife, and we was chilling, and we both had a glass of wine, and when it got up to that point, I was like, I had my glass. I'm like, Evil Dies tonight.
Yo,
you texted in the chat like they literally said Evil Dies Tonight 2 minutes in one scene.
Yeah.
Like, Tommy says it, then the sheriff says it,
the chick says it first, then Tommy says it, then the dude says it. I'm like, oh my goodness.
When they're in the hospital and Tommy says it and then gets them all riled up. When he says it for the first time, I was like, oh, he said it. Here we go. Evil Dies Tonight, bro. Oh my god. Touching on this,
it is though, bro.
Excuse me. It looks really good on 4K. Battle of Arrakis.
This is one of the best 4Ks I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah,
good shit.
Somebody comment on my video, which I do got a 4K review, and Stu, go check out both of our videos. We did do 4K reviews on this movie, and someone said, "Oh, it's Villeneuve. What you expect?" I'm like, I didn't expect anything. I'm just very happy the transfer is really good. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm just happy it's a really good transfer because
I'm starting to think that's true though, because Arrival 4K looks really good.
It does, but I mean that don't have nothing to do with the
Blade
transfer.
Runner 2049. I wonder. Have you guys seen that in 4K?
No, I have Sicario on 4K. It looks okay.
Me either. I haven't seen the movie either.
Well, I want a 4K for
mine is still in plastic. I've seen the movie, but it's still in plastic.
I kind of want to get the 4K.
Yeah, I bet it looks visually stunning though.
Yeah, you haven't even opened it yet.
No, I've seen the movie, but I haven't watched it. Like I said, I hasn't been in the mood to watch Blade Runner 2049. I've seen it, and it's very slow in certain parts. It does look fantastic with the stream I've watched.
This is the only Villeneuve movie that I'll probably ever rewatch, other than Prisoners.
You're
not gonna rewatch Arrival?
I mean, it's not really that rewatchable like that. Like, it's a 5. Don't get me wrong, but
I'll give you that. It's definitely a movie.
It's not something like this. Like this, I can rewatch.
Yeah, you gotta with Arrival. You gotta forget about it for a while before you can watch it again.
I love it.
Same thing with Prisoners. I can't be like, hey, let's watch Prisoners.
Yeah, Prisoners is not a rewatch.
I mean, I think a little something wrong with you if you like that.
I'm never gonna be like, hey,
unless you're in the mood to cry, go ahead and pop it in. Unless you're really in the mood to be feeling that type of way to get you.
I'm never in a mood 24/7 to watch Hugh Jackman torture Paul Dano. I'm never in that mood.
Yeah, I rewatched Dune. Someone asked me, "You watched the?" I don't know. I don't know if it was AJ. You watched the whole thing. I said, "Man, I watched that whole thing, and I loved every single minute of it. The fucking score. I gotta go
back and watch it, bro.
The score, bro. Oh man, I love that. And it's crazy. I was the one that was not hyped for it. I wasn't hyped for this movie. I didn't know.
Bro.
I didn't know anything about it. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is. I didn't watch no trailers. I seen one trailer in the theater. I'm like, I don't know what the hell this is about.
Were any of us really hyped for it though?
No,
Dude,
but I mean,
was Luke? I think Luke was.
I think Luke was
Yeah, he
hyped.
probably the only one. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say he was the
and then
most.
we all came out of it loving it.
Yeah, we did though. That's facts. That's facts.
I gave it a 5 out of 5.
IMAX, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to see this again. I saw it again in the theaters.
That's the only thing. I think I say this in my review too. I wish they had IMAX sequences. I wish they would have gave us those sequences because was this movie shot in IMAX?
I think some scenes, maybe not the whole thing.
Definitely. I don't think so because when I snuck into the IMAX theater to see it and it wasn't, full screen. But I don't know though because I don't know though because it was the Battle of Arrakis and it was all dark, so I couldn't really tell if everything was there or not. Shit. What was I gonna say about Dune? I was gonna say something about Dune. Fuck.
Did you watched the 4K already, right? Right, Tyler. Are you watching?
Yeah. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. I think there could be, and it's a very small possibility, but it could be a chance that we get an IMAX remastered 4K because we got it for Batman versus Superman.
Yeah,
it's a very slim chance, but I think if enough people ask for it, we could get it. But I don't know. Maybe when part 2 comes out, he releases like this big super thing.
I can see that.
But if it wasn't filmed in,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Yeah. If it wasn't shot in IMAX, then no, because I think Zack Snyder just shot those scenes in IMAX. That's why we got that.
Oh yeah, he definitely filmed BVS. The action sequences in IMAX. Because I remember seeing it in IMAX and it went.
The opening is in IMAX as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I Tyler, I can't wait for you to get that 4K. I can't wait for you to get it.
It says it's coming Thursday.
Oh yeah,
hopefully it comes soon.
By the way, I don't know if anyone's in the chat. I am giving away the code because this did come with a code. I don't need it because I already have the code, so I'm giving away the code to Dune, and I have an extra code for Aladdin 2019. I don't know if anyone really cares about this movie. I really like this movie, but if you want the code and it is in 4K, I'm giving this away as well. So
I have codes also.
I'll take that Aladdin code.
Right, I got you. I got you, buddy.
I have a code for
Aladdin is gone.
Cover it. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Oh shit. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I didn't show it.
Like I have a code.
Here's the code right here.
Godzilla, King of the Monsters. It's hard because it's not like these where I could cover it with my finger.
Just fold it.
Whatever. But King of the Monsters, I have that. The Wolf of Wall Street 4K, and also I hope it works. The Steelbook is old, but I hope it works if people want it. Baby Driver on Blu-ray. So if you guys want that, DM Mind of a Nerd, then you got it.
Nice.
Got them. I'll give you all 3 of them if you want.
I have.
I love this box art. It's dope.
Yeah, that is dope box art. I have.
I know how I feel in my solo one. Shit is awesome.
Oh wow, nice.
You're still trying to give away Deadpool, bro?
How long you been trying to give it away for?
For like 5 years, talks, bro.
You've been trying to give that one away for a hot minute, bro.
No, Shazam was the one I was trying to give away.
Yeah, you got Shazam for a while too.
This was. I just put this in here.
If you can't find nobody, I'll take that Deadpool.
All right, Deadpool, RoboCop. Not the original.
I know. I haven't seen the remake.
It's not.
Oh, it's bad.
And it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Samuel Jackson, the best part of that movie.
Yeah, and Free Guy.
Okay.
So Deadpool, RoboCop, and Free Guy.
I'll take the Free Guy one from my friend because I know he really liked the movie.
I was about to say, you want this?
I was about to say, I'll take Free Guy, bro.
Don't you have it?
No, I don't. It's all right. I'll probably get it one day though. It's good. It's all good.
Y'all can fight over it.
Nah, I'm not
behind the Wendy's. Let's go.
Hey, I'm about to fight up behind the Wendy's.
You use knives. Yeah, use knives.
Yeah, use knives.
Use knives.
Head into the chat real quick because we only read the chat like one time.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I've been neglecting the chat. Ain't nobody really been commenting that much for real. I was reading them as we were talking about the movie itself. We had Carlos in here. Is that Carlos that was in our chat that one time? Is that him? I'm guessing that's him.
I don't
know. Nano's like, how do you not like the kills? We just didn't. He just didn't like the kills. He said he thought Liv's kill was great, of course, of the impact. Yeah.
Who's Liv?
I don't remember.
The redheaded girl, I guess.
Oh.
I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah.
The impact, yeah.
He said, I thought they had variety. Amber and Liv had non-knife kills. Whenever they had knife kills, they were pretty impactful. Her
brains went all over the walls, though.
Judy's death really didn't have no impact because Wes didn't even fucking get to see his mom be killed or see her dead body.
It had impact for me. I enjoyed every second.
Kevin said the old characters felt more thrown in than having actual impact. Yeah, we talked about that. Mm-hmm. Ironic. They went for Star Wars Ghostbusters, saying bring back legendary characters.
Oh, he just spoiled Ghostbusters for you, though.
I knew that already. I think someone told me that already. That they see the old characters come back, which is, like I said, I figured they would do that. You know, that's what all new franchises are doing. I mean, Star Wars did it obviously too. So, Frank House said the only thing I want to know if they kill Nev Campbell. Yeah, I talked about that. That's why I was saying no. They don't have the balls to kill Nev Campbell.
Ghostbusters still in the theaters.
Ghostbusters Afterlife?
In my theater.
Wow.
Still got showings.
Yeah. Kevin says Halloween Kills felt so different, and considering it's the second act of a 3-part series, it was really damn good. Yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed Halloween Kills.
That's my best friend, bro.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Thank you for joining, Kevin. Hope you subscribe to the channel. But yeah, you guys got any more closing thoughts yet before we end the stream?
Again, message me for the codes. Mind of a Nerd.
I sent you the photo.
I got it,
John.
Yeah, I got it.
But yeah, I mean, if anybody wants Dune, is going to be a Blu-ray copy. It's not 4K, it's HD copy because it's a Blu-ray. So I already used my 4K code. I was definitely going to use that 4K code. So I don't know if you guys thought about that. So yeah, if you guys want it, if not, then I'll be put. I want to know, did you guys I don't know, Stu or AJ, did you guys join 4KD Race Discord?
Nope. Nah.
Yeah, he got a Discord. Yeah, he got a Discord starting with all physical media collectors and stuff. And I'll probably put it on there. Probably try to trade it or sell it or something. So I've never done that before. I don't know how big the digital code market is. I guess if I don't really get rid of them, I guess I'll start doing that.
People actually sell those, though.
Yeah, they do.
People actually sell digital codes. I think 4K D-Ray actually sells digital codes.
Yeah, that he does that to basically get the money back from buying the movie because he's not
at least like half.
Yeah,
especially on new releases.
Yeah. Yep, because people would rather buy it digitally because they don't want maybe they don't have the space for physical media, so they rather have it digitally. Like I said, my only thing about digital is that what if you lose your information to log into your account and you can't fucking get into it? All your stuff is gone.
Forgot password.
Forgot password. Well, I mean, what if you don't? Not, most things save your information, but like, what if you just don't remember it? Stuff like that, or what if your stuff just gets hacked and all this stuff is erased? What if the site crashes down? Like Ultraviolet literally stopped work. It literally just went out of business. So if you had a whole bunch of movies on Ultraviolet, they're gone. Like you just can't use them anymore. It's just that's my only. I mean, it's good on a level.
I don't know
where,
much about Ultraviolet.
Yeah, it was basically the same thing like Vudu or movies anyway. It was the competitor to Vudu. And
it was like its own app.
Yeah, it was his own thing. Ultraviolet was a separate thing, and they basically were out of business. A lot of people.
My biggest flex.
Wow.
My biggest flex that I own this digitally.
I
bought this.
Bought it?
Do you not have it on Blu-ray?
No, the Blu-ray's out of print.
Wait, you bought that digital code?
No.
Yeah, he bought it.
I bought it
digitally.
Blu-ray. I paid $15 for this. I don't care. I love this movie.
Look at John's
face, bro.
I'm not paying $15 for no digital code. I don't care how much I love the movie, bro. If
I didn't pay
if
the
I
digital
pay
code. It was the
$15,
movie.
I need
It
to
was
hold
the
some in my hand.
Oh.
This man.
You want the whole plate? I ate the whole plate.
The whole plate.
The whole plate.
Okay, so what if the digital has a set? Like, do you watch digital movies at all?
Sometimes.
You watch movies on digital at all?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I mean,
would you buy like if they're on sale like $5, like $4.99? Because there are some sales.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sales like that.
Most of the time, it's usually when I'm on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I started keeping more of them, because it got a hassle to try to find something good to watch in a hotel room.
Yeah,
that's what I use.
All those channels, bro, and nothing to watch.
Me and my wife got tired of going to Redbox every time we went out of town. So I was like, let me just start keeping these digital codes.
Yeah, remember I told you that. I said it helps you when you're out of town.
Yeah,
I use it when I go to my dad's house because I got to share a room with a kid, and he goes to sleep at 9, and I can't keep the TV on, so I go on my phone. I did it with Christmas. I couldn't sleep on Christmas, so let me watch Suicide Squad. And I was
on your phone. Nice. Get your headphones in. I
mean, I don't need my headphones. That kid is out like a light.
Oh,
yeah. So,
it's coming. It's coming. It's coming soon.
I'm so ready for to get that.
Man of Steel.
I'm so ready to watch it, bro.
Is BVS the same like runtime? Is it the same thing? Just remastered
edition, yeah.
I know the Ultimate Edition. Is it the same like runtime? No scenes added or anything?
No. It's just IMAX enhanced. It's just like they changed the aspect ratio on certain scenes, and they make them look better. Like the scenes have way more depth than the regular aspect ratio. Like
it's taking everything in me not to watch it tonight. I really want to watch it tonight.
Even though we already no, we didn't watch it.
No, we didn't.
You watched it.
Alex, don't do that to me.
I didn't watch it. I ended up not watching it because you guys didn't watch it.
Right.
I ended up watching.
I'm waiting on Tyler to get his.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yo.
Hey, I'll
I'll
watch it twice. I don't care.
I'll just wait. I want to watch it here. I don't want to watch it on my laptop. So if he don't get it till Thursday, that actually might be perfect, because Thursday I get off I think at like 8:00 or something. I think.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. I gotta get up early on Friday.
Okay.
And BVS is not a short movie.
It's not.
Right.
It's
You do it Friday.
You're right.
Because you want to work weekend. You do it Friday night.
Yeah.
Cool. Friday night.
Let's get out of here, bro. We talking nonsense, bro.
All right, we're about to get out of here, you guys. We still got 6 people alive. Thank you guys for joining. For all the people that did join,
they're probably sitting here like, what the fuck are these geeks talking about?
They see physical media talk on the bottom of the screen. They know exactly what we're talking about. But closing out, go subscribe to my boy AJ Reacts 2 YouTube channel. He has great content. Links are in the description. Go check out Smooth J Stew. Great content on his channel as well. I don't know if I put you guys social media in there. I think their social media is the same as their YouTube channel's name. Just search that on Instagram. You'll find them. Check out Mind of a Nerd's Instagram as well. He doesn't really do that much YouTube content. If you want to subscribe to his YouTube channel, just search Mind of a Nerd.
He's sparking that back up.
Today, me, AJ, and Mr. Stu ranked all 53 Disney animated movies. So if you guys want to hear my interesting ranking,
that was a good stream.
It was.
Go check that out. And tomorrow I will be dropping my Marvel Cinematic Universe ranking in its entirety on my Instagram, which is something.
Instagram. Okay, so you're doing that on YouTube?
No,
I wish I could be a part of that.
You doing the shows too? You doing the shows too?
Yeah, the shows are gonna be in there. What If isn't, because it wasn't on Letterboxd, so I didn't really want to, and honestly, I don't know. It's not as oomph as the other ones.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels weird putting it in there. That's just me.
I guess we'll have to wait to see what see if Doctor Strange does. It might bring it more oomph than we think.
That's what I told John. He said do it on YouTube. I was like, I'll do it on YouTube when Doctor Strange comes out, and I'll rank him again.
Yeah, let me know, because I want to be a part of that.
Oh yeah,
definitely want to be a part of that.
You're gonna be there for that one.
Because I don't think I have not done a video with you on your YouTube channel, Tyler, and that's very upsetting.
Nope.
You've been all over my channel for sure. Which I'm very happy that you're able to do it. All you guys, I'm very appreciate all you guys being able to join and take the time out to do all this. Especially, you guys are my buddies. I can't wait. I'm not going to make the official announcement, but we might be doing a meetup with all of these guys. Will be coming to Cleveland. Yeah, epic Blu-ray hunting video with all of us together. It's going to be
maybe
awesome.
that might happen. We'll
see. I'm not going to make it official.
Up in the air.
Up in the air. It's up in the air. It's all on Tyler. Tyler can't come. It's fucked. We're not doing it. Tyler, don't come. It's fucked. Well, yeah, we're going to head out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more videos will be coming in the near future. Hope you guys are ready for that as well. And we are out on this one, you guys. Peace out.
Stay smooth.